Well, hello to all my podcast friends out there. Dana here. And as always, we appreciate you taking the time to listen to our show. Let's be honest, there are way too many podcasts out there. But the fact that you take time to listen to ours means the world. And it's, of course, all brought to you by my friends at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, the best in the business. Just like podcasts, there are tons of HVAC companies out there, but Standard is the standard. And remember to get that furnace cranked on before it's too late. It's been colder than balls in Minnesota and only getting colder. Book appointments at standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com. Enjoy the show.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. 93.
Hello. Is this real life?
It doesn't feel like it.
Oh, I don't even know if this is real life, but we told you we'd be checking back in before the new year. We friggin' warned you. We did. And here we are, and there you are. And welcome to the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. Today and tomorrow, we're going ahead with what we're calling our mid-holiday season GOAT Rodeo F This and FU2 end-of-year tribute broadcast celebration.
I can't wait to make a T-shirt that says just that.
That's what this is. It's our mid-holiday season GOAT Rodeo F This and FU2 end-of-the-year tribute broadcast celebration. Everyone asked us why we'd even bother planning to come into work for 2 days smack dab in the middle of the holiday season. Those 2 days would be, of course, today and tomorrow. Didn't everybody say? Everybody had a cute comment to you specifically, Cubby.
Yeah, it was weird.
Before we went away for, what do you call it, Christmas, everyone was in your face.
Yeah, all the way up to the general manager going, wait, why?
Right.
Why aren't you taking the 2 weeks off? The company's going to give you the 2 weeks off.
Most other radio shows take 2 smooth weeks off for Christmas and New Year's. And we could have done that. But not only is it simply in our heroic bloodline to come in when other radio shows are cowering under the covers at home, but it gives us an opportunity to just do something a little different. And that's what we're going to do today and tomorrow.
We missed everybody, including each other, of course.
I don't think we really missed each other.
Oh, you don't?
You guys didn't miss me.
I missed you guys.
Well, I saw Nick once. We all were texting here and there. You know, keeping it going, as the old boss used to say.
Did you really miss us?
Of course. Yeah. I see you guys every day. I see you more than I see anybody.
Right?
That's a good point.
Now I feel like I'm alone on this
No,
whole thing.
I missed you.
I didn't really miss anybody.
Well, that's kind of your style. You did tell all of us to F off yesterday.
What?
Yeah, you don't remember? And then Ashley responded, and then you wanted me to get Zinger with a
Oh,
meme.
we were playing around with the telephones.
GIF?
Yeah, we were playing around with the cellular telephones.
Has to have somebody else help him with a gift.
I didn't know how to send a GIF.
It's all right. You're not
know?
expected to know how
No,
to.
I'm not expected to. So, today and tomorrow is our opportunity to just kind of do something a little different than normal. We're going to just F off, talk a little trash, however we want to today and tomorrow. And also, Josh and I thought it would be a good opportunity to celebrate the end of the year 20 and 25. Here we are creeping up on the last 2-3 days of the year. We could take an opportunity to pay tribute to a couple of rock icons that we lost this year, specifically Ozzy Osbourne and Ace Frehley, 2 guys who played a role in making hard rock and heavy metal what it is today. 2 guys who put hard rock and heavy metal on the map, 50-some years ago. So, we don't normally play more than, 2 or 3 songs on this program, Josh?
Just 2, yep.
2. Today and tomorrow, we'll try to throw in some Ozzy and some Ace Frehley to thank them for all the great music they gave us over the last, like I said, 50-some years. Maybe even squeeze in a few other 80s hard rock bands that Josh and I love so much. Because F this and F you too. It's our mid-holiday season GOAT Rodeo, F this and F you too end-of-the-year tribute broadcast celebration. We're going to do whatever.
The boss is gone. They are both our big boss and then our regular boss both told us, why are you guys coming in? So I figured we could probably play whatever we want today. Nobody's going to get mad. At least we're here. It's kind of, it's fitting that I was expecting to get a text from the boss going, is this a sign, with the snowstorm? If they're telling you don't travel, it's too dangerous. Although I didn't think it was as bad, at least by me, or on the way in as they'd made it out to be.
When we planned to work these 2 days, we certainly didn't know we'd have to drive to work in a fresh pile of snow and ice.
Yeah, that was pretty inconvenient.
But I think that makes our appearance this morning that much more heroic, doesn't it?
It does.
It sucks out there.
I mean, no, but I hear what you're saying.
It sucks.
Everybody in my life was like, kind of had the vibe of, good, you shouldn't have 2 whole weeks off. You should go in for those 2 days. I'm like, oh, all right, sorry.
It does seem like a long time. But then again, if their boss was saying, why are you not using that vacation, they might have a different feeling.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We used to
When the bosses were encouraging us to take the time off, that's the difference there.
When we were younger fellers, Josh and I, working this show years and years ago, we used to take 2 smooth weeks off, and it was great. But I got to admit, I went a little nuts.
Yeah.
You kind of forget how to do things.
It gets weird.
Not that we ever fully knew in the first place, but a little bit you did know, you forget.
I go a little bit bananas after a certain amount of time just laying around. We'll talk to Randy Shaver and whoever else is on the line at 7:30. Other than that, we're just going to F around and see what comes up.
I was actually just going to ask, does Randy Shaver know that we're on today?
Yeah, he knows.
should,
He does?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Randy Shaver.
He knows. Brad knows. I think we know.
I think we know.
Thanks again to the plow guys and gals. Made it pretty easy. The freeways were just fine. I don't know if you guys had a different experience. I mean, they're a little snow covered in certain places, but not bad.
Oh, it was terrible.
Oh, was
Yeah.
it really?
Yeah.
I didn't have a good time.
Oh, I didn't think it. Did you think it was bad, Dana?
Well, I was going to say, if I can make a recommendation, if you have to travel today, use the new app Uber Josh. It's wonderful.
That's true. I picked Dana up this morning.
Josh came and picked me up. So I live in South Minneapolis. I park on the street. A couple weeks ago, when we got less snow than we did yesterday, I could barely get out of my neighborhood. Remember, like I stalled out a couple times. I had to get out and shove my car to just get down the street from where I live.
Yeah, I would have gave up the first time.
So yesterday when we were texting, I said, worst case scenario, what's going to happen if I, get completely trapped? And Uber Josh stepped up and said, hey, I'll come pick you up. 5 stars all the way, by the way. Wonderful drive.
Yeah, I had some Bruce Springsteen going when he got in the car.
Curated playlist. The car was clean.
Did he have any snacks?
It's funny. I thought about bringing snacks, but I didn't want to stop on the way in. How were your buns? Toasty?
Oh, toasty, yes. Seat warmers were on. The car was very comfortable, very heated. Unlike a lot of other rideshare drivers, Josh wasn't talking on one phone and texting with a second phone. So it was very safe, very smooth, and I would highly recommend you just call up Josh and he'll come pick you up and he'll bring you to work.
I'd be happy to do it. This is how I justify having a truck payment days like today. Yeah, you know what, Dana? If you wouldn't mind leaving me a 5-star review, it would be greatly appreciated.
Absolutely.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, we had a nice ride in.
Very slick.
Pretty nice guy.
I wonder what we got in Egan because I was looking at snow totals. It didn't mention Egan on the article, but everywhere around us, like Burnsville, they said got 8, Apple Valley 7, and then so obviously if it was coming but north, at least it appeared it was a little less. It didn't seem that bad at our house at all.
I don't know. And back to the roads. I mean, there were some spots that were very doable. There were other spots that were pure suicide.
Yeah,
So,
that's a great way to put it.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, whatever. You hang on to your ass. It's going to be an adventure. I'm guessing you'll make it. But the good news is you're not our problem.
Sure looked cool yesterday, though. Dana called it a snow globe, and that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Big, thick flakes, and then that wind was pretty nuts.
Yeah, that was cool. I did decide to go to the grocery store in the middle of the day yesterday. My mom always
Jesus.
calls me when the weather's bad to make sure I'm not leaving the house.
Oh, you've got one of those mothers.
Yeah, but I mean, it's sweet. I like it. I'm like, thank
Did you like it when you were young? Because I had a mom like that, and I did not like it.
Not when I was younger, no. But now I'm like, yeah, I definitely have never, checked out the weather before. So thank you. Thank you for the phone call, Mother. But I ventured out and I thought, oh gosh, tomorrow's going to be a lot of fun. But I kind of like, if it's light out, I kind of like driving on the sketchy snow roads.
Oh, there is some fun to it.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
If you're stuck if there's a lot of traffic, that's different.
Yeah.
We're lucky
Absolutely.
there was nobody on, just the plows. That's all me
Yeah,
and
that's
Dana
all we saw.
There's always some fun involved in it, but then it goes from fun to, oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I saw some people slide through intersections. That was kind of fun to watch.
If you're not careful, it can flip-flop like that quite dramatically. So there you go. I saw that, and this was totally unnecessary, but I saw that Ashley brought me a Christmas gift. It didn't make it to her house in time for our Christmas gift exchange broadcast, whenever that was, a month ago, it feels like. I don't know. I have no idea. What was the last day we were on the air? Just December
The
what?
Friday before Christmas, whatever that was.
December 19th or something like that. So Ashley brought me a Christmas gift, and I'll be damned. It is a car crash symbol air vent. Do you know what that means?
Oh, yeah, I've seen those. Yeah.
I've seen it once before, too. I hooked this up to my air vent in the interior of my motor vehicle, and it's a little symbol, so when I drum on my steering wheel, which I do, and you might have just guessed that because I used to be a drummer.
Yeah, and I mean, you always air drum in
I
here.
am always
so.
rapping and drumming around in here. I now, Josh, have a symbol to make contact with. Oh, my wife is going to strangle me. She's going to strangle me, and she's going to pull the car into the ditch at a high speed, I think, quite quickly with my air vent crash symbol. But that's a really clever present. Thank you very much, Smash.
Yeah, of course. I thought you'd like it. As soon as I saw it, because I always have a hard time figuring out what to get you for Christmas, Nick. I'm like, oh, should I just get him, some Gatorade powder and some chew again, like usual? But as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, yeah, that has his name written all over it.
And it comes with a little penis on a keychain.
Oh, cool.
Look at that, Josh.
That's
You see
awesome.
that?
Yeah. I think that might be a drumstick, but
Oh, is that supposed to be the tip of a drumstick?
I know why you have penis on the mind.
Why?
Because I showed you a couple of gifts I got over Christmas. One, I got some truck nuts, which I don't think you're allowed to put on your vehicle anymore.
Throw
Thank
those in
God.
the garbage.
Those are big.
Yeah, these are huge. These
That would scare the life out of me.
these are big nuts.
Oh, yeah, they are.
yeah,
My
these
goodness.
are really big nuts.
What some bitch gifted you truck nuts?
Oh, my daughter.
Yeah.
She got me some truck nuts.
Are you gonna
figured.
hang them from your motor vehicle?
I don't think you're allowed to. Luckily, no. There's no way I would ever hang these from my vehicle. I thought about hanging them from a chair in here or something, but I don't know if HR is cool with that kind of thing anymore.
Make them into a necklace.
What can I say they are? I mean, these are the detail is quite gross, to be honest with you.
Are they veiny?
Yes. Yeah, they're wrinkly and veiny.
You were gifted truck nuts. I didn't even know you could still buy a set of truck nuts in the year 20 and damn near 26.
Special order.
Wow. I always
show
thought
up in
that
the
was just the dumbest effing thing, damn near the dumbest thing that ever happened.
I'll tell you what, the first time I saw them, I thought it was pretty funny. But then they just exploded. The nuts exploded.
Yeah, they did.
They were everywhere.
They were.
The bull balls, the truck nuts.
They were knocking you upside the head every turn you made.
Any color you want, made out of any material you want.
Make me feel better, but let me watch you throw those into the garbage.
I can't. It was a gift.
Oh.
I can't throw them into the garbage. I don't know really what to do with
So
them.
you thought they were funny the first time around, and then they sickened you like the rest of us.
Yeah, after a while, I was
Yeah.
like, okay, that's enough.
What else did you get?
I also got Nature's D's. It's very similar. Last year I got one as well.
What is Nature's D's?
So what Nature's D's is a bunch of pictures in nature that are naturally occurring that look just like wieners.
Wieners.
And, yes, I mean, some of them, God's got a sense of humor, that's for sure. Look at
What's
Dana.
your favorite month?
Oh, let me look. I haven't gone through it yet. There's a mushroom here that's quite gross. February, it's got a big mushroom penis. March has, I don't know what this is. It's a kind of like Stonehenge, but it's a wiener henge. Look at this. That's a lot of penises, and they're big rock penises.
Peckerhenge.
Did somebody make this? Or
That
is
doesn't look real.
That doesn't look real.
I think maybe nature's dongs are lying to you a little bit with some of these pictures.
Yeah, May looks like a giant rock formation. Oh, this one is a tomato that has a penis protruding from it, or like a big toucan nose.
Sure. A listener has texted in, and thanks for being there, because I know most folks aren't working, much this time of year, so it's nice to have a crowd out there. A listener by the name of Jacob has texted in, Josh. He thinks it might be a good idea for you to hang your truck nuts over the studio doorway like mistletoe.
I love the idea. Again, I just don't want to end up in HR's office.
No, yeah.
Do we even have HR in the building?
Nope.
It's not in the building. Okay.
I don't think it's a good idea these days. People get a little crazy.
I think I'm going to call it Bonehenge. I'm going to write that on there once we get there.
Oh, yeah, Bonehenge. Back in the day, we used to get in trouble around here for some of the things we hung on the walls.
Oh, yeah. We came in one day, and sometimes it was one guy who had nothing really to do with the morning show. He came in the studio, and he ripped down a whole bunch of stuff. We came in the next day, it was gone.
He wasn't a member of the Human Resources Department. He wasn't the morality police here in the building, or whatever the proper term might be.
And he also never said, hey, guys, this kind of bothers me. And it wasn't graphic stuff, really.
No, if I remember right, he was an engineer.
He was.
So one of the guys that comes in and works on the microphones and the soundboard.
And he was more of a KQ engineer.
But he took it upon himself to come in here when nobody was looking and took down. All we really had, we had a kind of a sexy Britney Spears poster.
Yep.
And then we had a very violent wrestling poster where a wrestler, it was an ad that you might see in a bar. Hey, show up next Friday for the local wrestling show, right? Your typical card for wrestling or boxing. And it was a very bloody wrestler. This was a hardcore, this is 25 years ago. This was a hardcore local wrestling crew. That was how they sold tickets, was we're going to staple each other and we're going to thumbtack each other to death, right?
And we had them in studio, and they brought us that poster.
Right. We had that hanging in the wall. That turned up missing, too, because this goofy, purer than the fallen snow engineer guy was offended by it. Again, he didn't say anything to us directly. He came in here when no one was looking and took it all away.
Weird.
Yeah, he never, if he would have just said, guys, it kind of bothers me, we would have took it down. But it was weird. One day they're gone, and we asked our boss about it, and he's like, oh, yeah, so-and-so ripped them out angrily.
Maybe he wanted it for himself.
I was just going to ask that, actually. Maybe he wasn't offended. He just wanted it for his own, hang up in the bathroom or something.
You know what? I never asked him about it, I guess. He never said anything to us. It was just our boss that told us. Think about it. That guy, that boss, totally could have threw him under the bus. It could have been him that pulled it down. He's that type of guy. And actually, he pulled down another poster we had. Our boss did.
Who? What?
We had a giant Minnesota Wild banner. It took up an entire wall. It used to be the ones that would hang off the side of the X. And we had one up behind, where I sat in that old studio, Nick. It was right behind me on that big wall.
Oh, I think the guy said, hey, no Minnesota Wild posters until those punks can get out of the first round of the playoffs.
I don't think he ever watched one sport in his life. I don't know why that was a weird thing, too. We came in and that was taken down.
Listener has texted in to ask if the bloody wrestler on our wall was New Jack. No, it was not New Jack. God rest his soul. But good guess. Do you recall him, Dana, being the wrestling fan that you are?
No, I don't recall New Jack.
You don't know New Jack?
Not too much, no. I recognize the name, but don't recognize much else.
That dude was iffy.
He looks awesome.
Iffy. Speaking of
what
wrestling,
what is he wearing?
Don't look too deep into what New Jack was doing on a day-to-day basis. Speaking of wrestling, one of the first folks to text in this morning was local living legend referee Rob Page. He says, "Welcome back, cucks." Thanks, dude. Thanks to all of you that are texting in. Again, we know it's one of those weeks where not a lot of folks are out and about, so we appreciate you even more being there.
Definitely. Thanks for being there for us.
For our mid-holiday season Goat Rodeo F This and FU2 end-of-the-year tribute broadcast celebration.
Did you guys have a good Christmas? Everybody?
It was all right.
Yeah, I had a great
good?
Christmas.
Yeah, it was
Yes,
fun.
sir.
A lot of activities. A little too many activities.
Oh, we did. We didn't leave the house at all on Christmas Day.
That's perfect. I didn't either.
We had some people over, but it was nice and low-key, and it was so beautiful.
I had to text Nick because I couldn't remember the last time I showered. We had a lot of stuff going on. Only left the house a couple times, but it was mostly at our house.
You went back to the old cubby.
I did, to the point where I just forgot. Like I didn't think about. I was out of I'm a very routine guy, and so and I have to be, otherwise things like this happen. I just totally space it.
Let me read folks the text if you don't mind.
If it wasn't for my hair, Josh, I think I would forget to shower quite often. But my hair usually lets me know, hey, it's time.
Ashley, come on, it's getting gross up here.
Yeah, if you don't know the old cubby, back when we were young, I mean, you were the most unwashed sumbitch in town. You never liked to get in the shower.
Nope. I'm naked in there. Ugh.
And I get the routine part, I do. For me personally, when we're not working, I really don't watch, other than the Timberwolves, I really don't watch any sports at all. Timberwolves. So, I mean, like for instance, when Randy Shaver and whoever else wants to be involved, Brad Ryder?
Sounds like it, yeah.
When Randy Shaver and Brad Ryder come on the line here at 7:30, I'm leaving it all up to them. I just don't watch. I haven't watched any football.
You didn't watch the Vikings game?
No.
I mean, I guess I could see why you wouldn't, but that was an entertaining game.
Yeah.
Unless you're a Lions fan.
I mean, I saw maybe 10 minutes of it. Did I sit down? I mean, it was on in the background kind of a thing. So I watched zero Viking. I did watch the Golden Gophers.
Did you? Nice.
In that bowl game. But anyway.
We're the most game on and go Gophers, Big Ten Network.
Where was I going with this? I disconnect myself from sports because I get so sick of being on it as best I can when we are working. So it's going to be totally up to Brad Ryder and Randy Shaver when we talk to them as to what the hell's going on. I don't know. So I get the routine part, Josh. When you're not working, you don't bother cleaning yourself up. Here's the text message that Josh sent me. This was last Friday. It says, I haven't brushed my teeth in 2 days. I haven't showered in 4. But I do wash my hands because it's flu season, he said.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
There we go.
And I used mouthwash.
So this was last Friday was the 26th. So Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, you were just funk city.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wrote back.
I didn't shower until yesterday.
I wrote back, how the hell does your wife still crawl into bed with you? I mean, what do you do? Pile on a bunch of cologne and deodorant? You must smell like just
Honestly, the brushing the teeth is what's really getting me.
She's nose blind. I'm lucky.
Nose blind?
Yeah, she's nose blind.
She's used to it.
Yeah, she has a teenage son, so.
You must smell like just unmitigated ass.
I really don't. I mean, if you got into my pits, which someday you will, you might get a sense of something, but it was never like anything. I even asked her, I'm like, how bad am I? She said, not bad at all.
Doesn't it hurt after a while?
Yesterday was rough.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed. So yesterday I took care of business, showered, shaved, everything. And if I don't shave my head very often, then it sucks to get through all that. So I had to use like 3 different types of razors, and I cut the heck out of it. I have to have a Band-Aid. It got
Oh, dude.
wouldn't stop bleeding.
You have a Band-Aid on your head.
I look like Carrie from the, when she gets just dumped with pig's blood or whatever that was.
Like Stone Cold Steve Austin after her first blood match.
I
nicked it down there.
There's
too.
a certain amount of pain. There's a certain amount of pain when I don't shower for 3 days. In the places that rub together.
Sure,
There's
I understand.
pain. So
My head sometimes will kind of hurt.
you're an Iron Man.
Well, I wanted to shower up for you guys, so I'm completely clean and completely shaved.
Prove it.
Wonderful.
So there you go. The old cubby made a return during the holidays.
I saw a domestic. Well, maybe I shouldn't call it a domestic because that sounds more serious than it was. A couple of ladies who appeared to be related in some way yelling and swearing at each other in a store. We were doing some last-minute preparations for the holiday, and all of a sudden I hear kind of something starting, and it wasn't too busy. It was a big store, so it's reverberated, and these women were going at it. It was kind of funny. I mean, they were both funny, but they were obviously very upset with each other. I think it was a mother-daughter combo. It was kind of tough to tell.
Uh-oh.
So two women screaming at each other.
Oh, my. It was like a viral video is what, I mean, one of them was like, how do I describe it? One of them was very, very upset and in a rage. The other one was definitely poking the bear. She was very sarcastic, also upset. It was incredibly entertaining, and I appreciated it.
Oh, that's good.
They didn't
I'm jealous.
They didn't have the Christmas spirit, but I never go shopping, so I never see anything like that other than online.
I'm glad you got to have a front row seat to something like that.
I haven't
Josh.
thought. I'm like, man, it'd be cool if somebody had a video of that, forgetting that I can take a video with my phone.
You didn't, interrupt their fight and say, hey, Santa's watching.
Well, I was on all the way in the back of the store. By the time I got up there, eventually I was like, I got to see what these people look like. It was going on for a while. Went up there, and then one of them stormed out, and the other one just continued shopping like nothing happened.
I love seeing stuff like that.
Oh, it's fun. Other people's drama, other people's misery. That's some of my favorite things. These are some of my favorite things.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the one woman who was really funny, and a couple times I thought, oh man, that would set anybody off. Some of the things she was saying, it would have been a little more serious. But her daughter, like I said, I'm assuming it was daughter. She was not having it. Somebody says you have to be active to sweat and get dirty. Yeah, you're right. I'm what I like to call inactive.
Well, it works for you.
Yeah.
All right, what else is going on? Like I said, today and tomorrow, we're doing things a little differently. We're just going to kind of go in whatever direction we want to go. And we'd like to play some tribute tunes to a couple of guys who left us in 2025, Ozzy Osbourne being one, Ace Frehley being the other. So that's going to kind of be, and maybe some other 80s rock tunes along the way, that's kind of going to be our makeup for the next 2 days. Sure, we'll talk to Shaver and Brad Ryder, this and that. I think tomorrow we're hoping for a visit from Dr. Andrea. But it's going to be a loose kind of a setup. We hope you dig it.
It'll be fun. Yeah, a little change.
We don't know what the hell we're going to do next, but it'll come up. Where did Dana go?
I don't know. Dana's hiding.
We're having technical difficulties.
Oh,
no.
But
Surprise.
Oh, no, we need to fill time. Let's talk about the tech. What's happening?
Sometimes the mouse stops working, and you have to go and unplug something and plug it back in.
and then because you can't hit everything we need.
Right, and then it always happens right when we're about to go to a commercial or whatever. It's amazing how that happens.
Are you all right?
Yeah, we're good to go now.
We'll take a break, and whatever happens on the other end happens. Thanks for joining us on the Programski.
The 93X Half-Ass Morning Show.
Well, hello to all my podcast friends out there. Dana here. And as always, we appreciate you taking the time to listen to our show. Let's be honest, there are way too many podcasts out there, but the fact that you take time to listen to ours means the world. And it's, of course, all brought to you by my friends at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, the best in the business. Just like podcasts, there are tons of HVAC companies out there, but Standard is the standard. And remember to get that furnace cranked on before it's too late. It's been colder than balls in Minnesota and only getting colder. Book appointments at standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com. Enjoy the show.
Hey everybody, I'm Michael Strahan, and St. Jude has been close to my heart for many years. Their groundbreaking research is changing how the world treats childhood cancer and has helped push the survival rate in the U.S. from 20% to more than 80%. Please, help St. Jude give children the greatest gift, a chance at a lifetime.
This holiday, help St. Jude find more cures for more children. Donate now at musicgives.org.
Welcome to Next Row. I'm your host, Vernon Davis. Okay, y'all, thank you. That's enough. Please welcome Ryan Sickler.
There's nothing that's made me feel better at my worst than laughing. It's changed my whole life.
Ladies and gentlemen, Char Jackson. Would you rather an Oscar and make $5 million or no Oscar and make $50 million?
Give me that Oscar.
Oh, my goodness.
Next Roll isn't about what's next. It's about why they do it.
That's powerful, man.
Next Roll with Vernon Davis. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
There's a douchiness to them. The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
There you go. It's a laid-back vibe here this morning on the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. It's our mid-holiday season Goat Rodeo, end-of-the-year tribute broadcast celebration, and we thank you for joining us. We wanted to mix things up with these 2 days of work that we have here before the new year. And part of what we wanted to add is a little tribute to a couple of massive, massive hard rock icons who we lost in the year 20 and 25. Ozzy Osbourne and Ace Frehley. So what we're going to do here, normally we'd be getting into the stupid news and whatnot around this time, but not today, not during our mid-holiday season Goat Rodeo. We're going to play a couple 3 songs in a row here for you, leading off with an Ozzy Osbourne song from 1989.
Or 8, end of 88.
End of 88 it came out. The record is No Rest for the Wicked, and the track is Fire in the Sky. Josh, do you want to talk about the track? I mean, what's significant about this track, this Ozzy track for you?
Well, this is one of my all-time favorite albums. The debut of Zakk Wylde, one of my all-time favorite guitar players. And this was like right when I was getting into rock, 86 to 88. That was like when I was really, really into it. Just started playing guitar. And just the opening riff to Miracle Man, the first song, I couldn't believe what I was hearing.
Right.
And Ozzy, I always loved Ozzy, and then this cemented him as one of my favorites. This album, whether it was song titles, the title of the album, some of the people on the album were my passwords for 20-some years. And that's how much this album meant to me, and it reminds me of hanging out with buddies in my friend Mike's basement. We'd be playing Sega Genesis and listening to this over and over. So, it was one of those where we wanted to pick something not as obvious. There's like Miracle Man, Breaking All the Rules, Bloodbath in Paradise. There's so many good things on there. But Fire in the Sky is one of those songs, Nick and I, we've talked about, like, that should have been a bigger hit than it was.
Why wasn't that a big single?
I don't know. If somebody didn't think it would be something.
Record company stuff, inside industry stuff. Maybe Ozzy hated it. You never know.
It could be, right? It could very well be.
But would you say that No Rest for the Wicked is your most listened to Ozzy record?
Easily.
I love it, too. I love it, too.
I've listened to all of them so many times.
Right.
I mean, I loved every guitar player that I've had. After Zakk Wylde, I wasn't as into it. But up to, obviously, he's got legends, in who Randy Rhoads and Jake E. Lee. Just some complete legends on guitar.
We're going to be doing this the next couple of days while we're here. I think it's a great idea. I think there's something so beautiful about Fire in the Sky. There's something about the way, there's so many Ozzy songs where you can just sit and be mesmerized by the lyrics or the way he sings the song. We could do this all day long. Fire in the Sky is one of those songs. For whatever reason, it just strikes me as very beautiful, the way it comes off. So in this, I think, 3-song set that we're going to do here, we're going to start off with the Ozzy. And before we're done, another significant moment from 20 and 25, at least for Josh and I and a lot of other metal fans, is Iron Maiden making an announcement just a month ago, 2 months ago, that they're touring and coming to town. Is it September that they're coming into town?
With friggin' Megadeth.
With Megadeth.
I mean, wow, what a show.
Who you might also hear during the morning show in the next couple of days. So we're going to get to the Ozzy, and before the 3-song set is over, we're also going to play for you some Iron Maiden. So we'll be back shortly. We're going to start with, from No Rest for the Wicked, Ozzy Osbourne, a song called Fire in the Sky.
Whoops. Someone played licensed music. This portion of the program had to be edited.
Yes, my friends. Yes, if you're a little confused by the order of things this morning, that's because you didn't already know that today and tomorrow is our holiday season Goat Rodeo end-of-the-year tribute broadcast celebration. Our mid-holiday season Goat Rodeo end-of-the-year tribute broadcast celebration version of the 93X Half-Ass Morning Show. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the celebration. So for the next 2 days, before we're off again to celebrate the new year, just because we have the opportunity, we thought we'd loosen things up and just F the dog. Do whatever comes to mind. Included in the mid-holiday season Goat Rodeo is some tributes being paid to a couple of rock icons that left us in the year of 20 and 25, Ozzy Osbourne and Ace Frehley. We played Fire in the Sky by Ozzy. That felt really cool to play that tune on our morning show, Fire in the Sky. We forgot to warn people about the solo.
Right. We probably should have said something about
My
that.
damn. We should have said something before we played the track. We should have said something about the solo because it's scorched friggin' earth by Zach Wilde.
And, something else we should have brought up for anybody that doesn't know, or maybe you don't care, but I was telling Ashley off air, Zach Wilde, so it's his debut with Ozzy Osbourne, the No Rest for the Wicked album. I think he was 19 years old at the time.
He was very young.
That's unreal.
He was very young.
And he came up with just some iconic riffs on that album.
Later on, we'll get to some Ace Frehley. And, today, tomorrow, we'll fit in some other 80s rock tracks as well. It reminds Josh and I of a little program we used to host on this radio station called Shredicated. We're kind of, revisiting that time in our career when we used to do a little, what was it, a half hour long on Wednesday nights or something like that. We would pay tribute to our favorite 80s bands, play some tracks from folks like, Megadeth and Metallica and Mr. Big and L.A. Guns.
So sometimes we go like one-hit wonders and stuff.
And having an opportunity to play some of those tracks in the next couple of days is a lot of fun for us. So it's a relaxed vibe around here. We're trying something new just for the hell of it. We hope you can dig the vibe. You want to hear something? You want to get all up, Josh? You want to get all up in that terrible, terrible annual list?
Oh, you know what? It is kind of fun. And what's great about these lists are we'll get people in the medical field who text in their own experiences on these very same things.
Luther Bloomington Kia text line is always open, 651-989-9393. You want to go, get all up in this list. It comes around every year this time. The folks at defector.com. I mean, you can find a lot of websites that feature this list. This specific website that we used is defector.com. They compiled what Americans got jammed or stuck in their butts, in their vaginas, and in their pee-pees in the year 20 and 25.
I only had one thing jammed in an orifice this year, and that would be I had my colonoscopy, my second colonoscopy.
Sure, your second tour.
Yeah, I one every few years, to be clear, not two this year for fun. But, yeah, I've been finger cuffed by cameras. I had to have a camera up the old weenie a few years ago. That's unpleasant.
But those are medical procedures.
As far as I know, yes.
Does anybody know somebody?
That was my understanding, and they were very convincing.
But they were laughing a lot during it.
Oh, yeah, they were, that's for sure.
Again, what did the doctor say when you asked him where you should put your pants?
He just said next to mine.
Over
which
there
was
on the
strange.
chair next to mine, he said, yeah. So why are we having such a problem with this? Why are so many of us going to the hospital with items, foreign objects stuck in their privates?
I think there's no middle ground, right? I think these are people new to the game or people who are so experienced, the regular stuff just doesn't work for them anymore, and they have to go extreme.
I think you're right, Josh, yeah.
So, again, Defector.com piled up this list. Things that Americans got jammed in these sensitive, private places on their bodies. If you want to get specific, all of these reports were taken from the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission's database.
Can you imagine the ones that don't get reported? They're out there.
God help us.
Because, I would have to be in an extreme state of desperation before I get anybody else involved.
Yeah.
I think my wife, I'd say, I'm so sorry, and I hope this doesn't ruin our message, but can you please get that light bulb out of my butt? Maybe I'd ask her, but I can't imagine, a stranger, something like that.
All
No way.
of this information was taken straight from the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission's database of emergency room visits. All descriptions are verbatim, if that matters at all to you. You want to start with the pecker?
Sure.
Is that where you want to go first?
Yeah, that's a brave person who does something like that.
Let me tell you something, Ashley. I don't know if I have the oxygen to get through this friggin' report.
Yeah, there's a lot of pages there.
That's why I asked. Why are we having such a problem with this? It It's 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if I have the wind to get through all of this.
I need to thank those people. I've mentioned it before. I was very hesitant to get a colonoscopy, and a lot of people are. It's worth saying again, no big deal. If you're scared to do it, don't be. Nick and I both were terrified to do it. We did it, and I wasted a lot of time not going in. And obviously, there's the risk they find something, which the first time I had one, they did. So go in. It's not that big a deal. But these people who do this kind of thing helped me out because I was thinking, like, I am so miserable about having the camera up both ends.
Yeah.
But I thought, there's people that do this recreationally.
Yes, they do.
Not medical. There's no professional that's doing it. They just do it for fun.
They're not afraid of a damn thing.
And that made me, like, kind of relaxed me a little bit. So thank you if you're into that kind of thing.
All right, we're going to start with the pecker. And these are the items that fellers lost up their summers. Okay? Somehow and some way. Yes, Dana.
I was going to say, of the three, because we have the pecker, we have the vagina, and we have the beehole. This is the one that just kind of makes my skin just,
What do you mean? You can't handle hearing about a guy that got a battery stuck up there?
No, I cannot.
What battery? Ow. He thought it needed batteries?
Hopefully it's AAA.
Yeah, that's what you'd have to start with. I mean, a watch battery, that's not going in there, is it? I can't imagine you get one of those in there. I mean, shoot, if you get up to a D-size battery,
Whoa.
a D for your D,
I never thought that maybe batteries would enhance my performance. But that's where we're starting. Guy got a battery up in there. Another guy got some candle wax in there.
Did he hump a candle?
That gets clogged.
He might have humped a candle.
I just watched a show where it was implied, but a guy humped an omelet. I thought that was pretty funny. And wife was not cool with that.
Not.
Yeah.
Like some eggs, maybe some green peppers in there.
Didn't really look like there was much in there.
So he went American Pie on an omelet?
He did, yes.
Wow.
A chess piece. Glass beads.
Wow. They make those, right? That for sounding beads.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's made for that purpose. Nobody's usually putting a rook up their wiener.
I don't know anything about chess pieces. Which one is the worst scenario?
Probably the king.
King's pretty big.
Yep.
Yeah.
The king.
Or the horse.
Yeah,
What's the actual word for it? I'm not sure.
Knight? Isn't that a knight?
But that can't be good. That's a weird shape.
One feller fired a pen up there. Oof. Another who was hoping if he needed to, he could correct his work. He used a pencil.
How? I didn't realize it stretched like that.
Well, a pen or a pencil doesn't require much stretching.
Oh, it does for me. I have a narrow urethra. I couldn't get a pencil up there.
I've got a urethra. It's like the Lindale Tunnel or whatever the hell it is over there.
Well,
what do they call that tunnel again?
Lowry Hill
Tunnel.
When you urinate, it sounds like you're emptying out a Home Depot bucket. Mine's a high PSI pressure washer, which if you need one, go to American Pressure.
Yeah, it just kind of pours out.
Yeah. I mean, I could get wallpaper off with mine.
I'm just surprised, Ashley, that you would react to a pen or a pencil. Those sound like easy work compared to what else I have here in front of me.
Yeah, of all of them.
I mean, none of this would be easy, but easier than the rest.
Of all of them so far, the pen or pencil sounds the best.
A comb. A comb.
Oh, I guess maybe.
Do people use combs? I've been bald for 25 years, so I've seen brushes. They use combs still.
I just bought one. It's supposed to be better for your hair or whatever. It rips less hair out.
Now
I realize that might have been a really stupid question to some people, but I don't think about that stuff anymore.
Neither do I. I haven't seen a comb or a brush
as
since
a follically challenged individual.
The early 90s. That sounds like it would kill a guy dead.
Well, I'm thinking it must be one of those combs that they use. I've always had them use it when I get my hair done, where it's like pokey at the end, kind of. It's very thin, not like one of those thick.
I don't know what you mean.
It'd be smaller than a pen.
Why do they have those sharp ends on there? Was it to clean your ears when you?
So that they can get certain strands of your hair.
Well, maybe it was one of those little mustache combs like Jimmy Walker used to use on Good Times. Remember the little mustache comb he had?
Adorable.
What else have men? This is a report from emergency rooms all over America on the items that Americans jammed into their private areas. We're starting here with the old brajol. A dude had a comb stuck up there. For a second there, I thought this meant apple core. It wasn't an apple core. It was an apple stem. Oh, wait a minute. There's both.
Oh.
2 separate guys walked into the hospital. One had an apple stem in his urethra. The other one had an apple core.
Oh. So, I'm changing my answer. Now stem. I could handle an apple stem if I had to.
Yes, you could. Yes, you could. An apple.
I might need a shoehorn, but I could probably get one of those in there.
Bobby pin paperclip. Bobby pin paperclip.
Bobby pin. Oh, sure. Bobby pin. Okay.
Magnets. Again with the magnets.
Why?
We hear a lot about magnets.
I wonder what that is.
I don't know, but we hear about it, don't we?
Yeah. What's the attraction to that?
No one followed that?
Yeah. It took me a second, but I got there.
Josh!
Today barely counts. Don't get mad at me.
You know the pecker, right?
Sure.
You call it a wiener.
Yeah, sometimes I call it a wiener.
All the time you call it a wiener.
Almost all the time.
You know what a guy put in there?
What?
A spring.
Oh, that's fun.
That'd be a good boner sound.
So he was... he put a spring in there, a screw. A guy put a screw in there. Some staples. Now you're intentionally trying to hurt yourself, right? With
you're mad at yourself. You hate your penis.
A thermometer. What's the temperature up there, for Christ's sake?
I would be interested to know that, to be honest.
What's the internal temperature of my pecker?
Do you guys have one of those little radar gun thermometers?
No.
So
yes.
You have one?
Yes, I do.
I'm surprised you don't, Ashley. When we had our son, they said you should get one of those things.
Nah, they want
anal?
Yep.
Oof.
What?
Yep.
Yeah. You never had to have the butt thermometer when you were a kid, Nick?
Oh, sure.
Oh, that's terrible. That's a terrible, terrible.
Wait a minute. What thermometer were you talking about?
It's like a little radar gun.
You pointed at your skull.
Like your forehead.
Have you ever pointed it at your Johnson?
I have, yeah.
What was the temperature?
It was. I was close to having a fever.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I got a hot ween.
Oh, yeah, you do.
God, I do say ween a lot.
Yeah,
You're always calling it a wiener, and you're a 50-year-old man.
Yeah, I am.
It's a funny word.
Headphones?
I'm sure they mean the earbuds.
Yeah.
Oh, for Pete's sake. A guitar string.
And then maybe a 9-gauge. I can't imagine going bigger than that.
Do you strum it then?
You'd have to. And you'd have to use a D string, right? Otherwise, you're not doing it
If you hang on to towards the tip of your rod, it's a higher note. If you hang on to the base of the rod, it's a lower note.
That's right.
And the pecker is, if this will help fellers feel better, the pecker list is the shortest list of items that men came screaming and crying into the emergency room with something stuck in there.
Yeah, least amount of room.
I guess I was just trying to find something to make dudes feel better. Like, okay, this is the shortest list.
Yeah, all that means is you can handle bigger stuff. That's what that means.
Okay, maybe, I guess I don't know where to go with that. Oh, an Allen wrench ended up in some guy's rod, too. All right, let's move on to the Burgine.
Do women put things in their vaginas?
I do know someone who admitted to me that she had to go to the emergency room for that very reason. Her and her boyfriend at the time were playing around with a little pocket vibrator, I guess. They're at a wedding. And in the hotel room, and
Interesting that he said they're at a wedding.
Well, because it ties into the story. But
you
anyway,
recently had a wedding.
I did.
I was picturing them sitting at dinner or something like that. They were out of town at a wedding, staying in a hotel.
Staying in a hotel. So Friday night before the wedding, they were her and her boyfriend were in the hotel room fooling around, a little pocket vibrator. He flew a little too close to the sun, and it got sucked right up in there.
Oh.
She said, and these are her words, she said, I tried for about 4 or 5 minutes to, quote, birth it out. But it was no good. So she had to go to the Chicago ER at like 1 in the morning to have them, yank that thing out. And you can imagine in an ER at 1 in the morning, she wasn't top priority.
You know, I thought this was a joke the first time I heard it, but in Chicago especially.
Mm-hmm.
But we had a coworker who had a girlfriend who almost died from toxic shock syndrome.
Oh, yeah, that's no joke.
And apparently, so if you're not familiar, I can't tell you all the medical stuff, but it was from a tampon she forgot.
Yeah.
That was up there.
Oh, gosh, I've been so afraid of that my whole life.
Have you?
Yeah, you're not supposed to have the same one in for longer than 6 hours.
Oh, I didn't know it was that infrequent. It was days from what I was told, and I thought he was joking. Like I had never heard of this before. This is 30 years ago now. But so she had that up there and had to go to the hospital for them to fish that thing out.
Nah, there's been times where I've been drinking a lot, and I'm like, did I already do this? I'm not sure if I already did this. And you gotta go up and check, and then you're like, all right, I think I'm safe.
It's really that frequent. You have to change it out, huh?
Yeah, you're supposed to, but I think obviously they pick a very low number so that they're not responsible for anything.
You got to check, she says.
I'd imagine if that string disappears, that must be a terrifying feeling.
Oh gosh, even if you can't find it because it went to it went somewhere else, you're like, oh no, this is it.
All right, again, this is the end of the year 20 and 25 list of all the items that we Americans front doored or back doored ourselves with and had to run off to the emergency room for removal, for extraction. We've moved on now to the Burgina. And here's what the ladies were messing around with in the year 20 and 25. A holiday bell. Holiday bell? Like a jingle bell?
Yeah.
Like the ones that you'd ring for Salvation Army?
Good question. I don't know.
Probably a jingle bell.
Maybe the husband was trying to track her in the house. You know what I mean?
Oh, here she comes.
Yeah.
Shut down the browser.
A lighter. Cotton balls.
Maybe like a makeshift tampon.
Oh, I bet.
And they couldn't fetch it out of there. This sounds uncomfortable as all hell. Aluminum foil.
Oh no. Oh my gosh,
doing?
ouch. No.
That sounds very painful, unless it's the cheap stuff.
A popsicle stick.
That's not too bad.
Well, maybe there was a popsicle at one point connected to it. I bet you there was a popsicle stick
That'd
at
be a
one
fun trick.
Cubby at one point.
Like a bomb pop is very phallic.
A gemstone. I don't know what that is.
Could be big or small.
Wow. Now, again, there are some details here as to what happened, what exactly happened. Most of these folks would say they accidentally did this. It's always an accident. But here are some. Here's at least a couple with greater detail. A lady threw a couple of diamond rings up there. She was at a party. She said she was afraid they would be stolen. So she tossed them up there and then couldn't get them out skis. Okay? It must have been a shady crowd at that party.
No pockets.
Must have been a shady crowd at that party. Latex glove, a bath bomb.
No.
Whoa, those can be pretty big, like the legit ones you get from the good store, Lush.
I wonder if I think it's somewhere she was taking a bath and it just kind of started to get smaller and it worked its way in there.
There's no, unless...
Drunk in a bathtub? You're drunk in a bathtub?
I hope the plastic was on it, because if it didn't have like the casing on it, you'd think it would just dissolve.
Cleanest vagina in the emergency room.
Bubbles coming out of it.
Yeah.
Small plastic mermaid. A flower toy. I'm not sure what that means. Here's a gal who had a bag of weed up in there for 2 days and couldn't get it out of there. It became very uncomfortable, she said.
I bet.
So she had to have a doctor get her marijuana out of her vagina.
But that's going to taste a little different.
Yeah, going to smoke that?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Bracelet charms. Those sound very small. Bracelet charms.
Yeah.
One gal had 2 vibrators going at once in there.
Man.
Oh.
Send one to try to get the other?
I'm glad I can orgasm quite easily. That would suck if I needed 2 vibrators to get there.
Gal walked in there, had a penis ring in there. Another gal walked in, had 2 of them in there.
2.
Spoons. Okay, here's a more detailed explanation. I was using a piece of plastic to masturbate. I got scared by the wind outside.
Is she a dog?
Threw the sheet over myself, and the piece of plastic went a little further than originally planned. So this woman was scared by the wind, and it caused her makeshift plastic vibrator to run a little deeper than she planned. Hair brushes, Tide Pods.
It's a new twist on the Tide Pod challenge.
Yeah, usually kids are eating them.
And a beer bottle. Her excuse was this was her honeymoon. They were on a cruise.
Then it's okay.
That's real dangerous, right? If you go from the top, you got to go from the bottom. From what I've heard.
I've heard terrible things.
Otherwise you're going to hoover that thing.
Do what?
You're going to hoover that thing.
Right.
You got to be careful.
Do we have time for the back door?
Oh, we've got nothing but time today.
Nothing but time.
No rules apply.
Mm-hmm. Yes, no rules apply to today's program. Our Goat Rodeo, mid-holiday season Goat Rodeo, end-of-year tribute celebration show. Now we move on to the backdoor ski. This involves, of course, men and women. Here are the items that were lost and then found by an emergency room staff. The lube bottle.
Oh, wow.
The enema bottle. Screws and nails, man.
God. Stop that.
Screws and nails. That's just you're attempting to kill yourself or violently hurt yourself. Here's a patient who said he put a baseball bat in his can to see what it felt like.
No. Hopefully it's one of those little mini ones you get.
Here you go, slugger.
Lord.
An aerosol can, okay? A dog chew toy. Poor dog.
Yeah, I hope that was thrown away.
A dryer sheet in your butt? Oh, just for
maybe maybe it was an emergency wipe and things got stuck.
Could be, or maybe just for the beautiful smell.
It does smell nice.
Here's a guy who was feeling constipated for 2 days. Oh, my God.
What?
He took the base off of his beard trimmer.
Oh. Yeah, I know what that looks like.
Wrapped it in a plastic baggie and fired it up inside himself to help his constipation. It got stuck.
Oh, no.
You didn't have anything else? That's what you went with?
I'm not able to picture what the base of a beard trimmer is. I mean, just the.
Seems like you'd be pushing it up.
Yeah, isn't it like
I don't
a
know.
little circle thing?
I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea what this man did. A baton, like the police might beat you with.
Yeah.
Hair tie got up there. Ooh, what kind of what hairs was he trying to tie? Is there an explanation here for the hair tie?
No, that doesn't make any sense to me. You would have to ball it up to get it up there.
Turkey baster ended up being stuck. Doctors had to fetch it.
That's got to be a classic, right?
And then the infamous turkey baster.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that what? I don't know.
I was thinking that same thing, actually. That probably comes to mind for
picturing a turkey baster, I can understand why it would be appealing to someone who's involved in something like this. But I can't say that I've heard of it that many times. Now, as I said a couple minutes ago, the classic situation here is always it was an accident in the shower. We hear that over and over and over again. Here's a couple. Guy slipped in the shower, shampoo bottle went up his bottom.
That sucks.
Well, I suppose this guy doesn't go with the accident route. He told the doctors when he got to the hospital he was in the shower and he was bored. So he put a shampoo bottle in his butt. He was bored.
I don't think I've ever been bored in the shower. I'm usually there for a specific reason, and then I get out.
A dental pick. Very dangerous. Very sharp.
I guess starting small, but
Awful.
sketchy.
Awful.
Ooh, and if it's like one of those flavored ones, that's going to sting a little bit.
A wine stopper. I don't drink wine. I don't know what a wine stopper is.
It's like a perfect butt plug.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's shaped
cork?
like a butt plug.
Yeah.
You mean
perfect butt plug?
It's kind of in the shape of a cone, and it's rubbery usually.
Well,
Sometimes they're glass.
what we used to call a cork?
Yeah, it's like a rubber cork.
Yeah.
A corn cob holder.
Oh, no.
Oh, the ones I have are very spiky.
Yes, again, some of these people are just trying to hurt themselves.
I hope it's the other way.
Here's a guy who told the doctors he went out and had too much to drink with the wife. When they got home, he fired a sex toy into his bottom, and they couldn't get it out.
She talked him into it once he got all good and drunk.
Another guy was messing around with a 7-inch dildo. It went too far. So he grabbed the pliers to remove it. Pliers got stuck in there, too.
How much room does he have
He's got
in
a
there?
lot of room.
It's a whole toolbox.
Does insurance charge you double if you have to get 2 things pulled out from back there?
No, they appreciate the laugh. It's a cram one in there, get one free situation.
Marbles, Cubby, marbles.
Marbles.
What have you
Those will get lost.
Have you lost your marbles? A film canister. That's where we used to keep our weed.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose that's pretty common.
Someone threw
Or it was.
A guy threw a flashlight up there. And finally, I can't believe we've made it to the end. All of the items that Americans got lost in their private areas in the year 20 and 25. A plastic coat hanger.
Oh.
At least it's plastic and not metal.
True that.
Oh, my damn. So the hanger gets caught up there where the sun don't shine, right?
Yeah.
Some of it was still sticking out. He cut off the part that was sticking out so he could comfortably drive to the emergency room.
You know, that's something I wouldn't consider.
It made the doctor's job that much more difficult.
Yeah, I'm
but
sure once he figured that out.
There was no other way he could sit behind the wheel and drive himself to the emergency
Well,
room.
if there's enough of it sticking out, why can't he just pull it out?
Why don't he wasn't?
He obviously tried.
Yeah, I'm
wrapped
sure he
around or
tried like a
something?
son of a bitch.
Oh, God.
Or maybe he's afraid something would come with it.
I don't think he just looked in the
pull his
mirror and said,
appendix out or
"Well, I'm
That's, I just don't get it. I mean,
all right."
how is there that much room?
I was wrong. There's a whole nother page.
Are
here
you serious?
Of
why
back
not?
door.
We got nothing but time.
A penny, a sandal.
Oh, no.
A sandal, a doorknob. Did he back right into the door? Or she? A light bulb, a vape pen,
They are perfectly shaped.
2 pencils at once, a corncob pipe. Popeye the Sailor Man's rolling over in his grave.
I saw a guy smoking one the other day.
You
He
did?
was walking down the street with the corncob pipe.
Did he look cool?
It was unique.
Was his girlfriend very, very tall and thin with jet black hair?
No girlfriend.
I thought we were done, but the list continues. Broken butt plugs everywhere. Tried some tweezers to get it out. Tweezers stuck there, too. A rubber gasket, some uncooked pasta. Now it's cooked. A nose hair trimmer. A pair of eyeglasses. A rock. What do you do when you're alone in the woods, Josh, and you need a little anal stimulation?
Well, you probably grab a moss-covered rock.
Just a rock.
I'd go for a stick.
Richard said he has a whole list of people of guys specifically that have their heads up their own asses. Got some heads stuck up there.
Someone put an egg up there. And a lot of dildos.
So many dildos.
I wish folks would be more careful.
Yeah, it's got to be very unpleasant, and I think I'd panic.
Unbelievably
and
embarrassing.
The embarrassment, right.
Unbelievably embarrassing.
You are what you said earlier, Josh. Though it would take me a really, really long time to go into the doctor. I would have had to try absolutely everything I can think of.
Unless you're in so much pain that you think I'm going to die. Yeah, I would do everything I could. Eventually, I'd have to go down a contact list of trusted friends.
Yep. Just bottles and bottles of Miralax.
The guy or girl that had the corncob pipe stuck up there. Tell me when she bent over or he bent over at the emergency room, it went.
Or this time of year, Frosty the Snowman. That would work, too.
Oh, that prick always
he had
running around
what's
town.
wrong with
I always hated Frosty. I told you that before we went on.
Happy birthday. What's wrong? You didn't like Frosty?
No,
huh?
I just thought he was a douche.
I just watched that for, probably the first time in since I was a very little kid. I don't really like his vibe.
I don't get it.
The kids are kind of stupid too.
Yeah, they're stupid kids.
Why would you name him Oatmeal? Stupid idea.
Well, I don't know anything about that detail, but I'm with you. F Frosty and F the kids who like Frosty. It is our mid-holiday season goat rodeo. End of the year tribute broadcast celebration. That's why things might sound a little different to you this morning. We're kind of just winging it and kind of just going with the flow and doing whatever the F feels right to us.
The half-assed morning show.
Minnesota's 93X.
Total train wreck over here. Total train wreck. I didn't know we were going, and my arms were flailing, Josh.
Oh, did you knock something over?
Oh, no. Did you lose your pen?
Yeah, no. I lost my mic condom.
There you go.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
I swatted it right off the microphone.
Pop some peas.
Welcome back to the mid-holiday season Goat Rodeo end-of-the-year tribute broadcast celebration version of the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. Today and tomorrow we'll be celebrating. We're doing things a little differently this morning, if you haven't noticed. By the way, how's the driving out there?
It's not looking so good. There are a couple crashes, couple spin-outs.
Yeah, people were texting in saying it's pretty bad in spots.
Yeah, it was okay on my way in. It was okay in some spots. In other spots, it was just absolutely treacherous. So we feel for you. Hang on to your ass. It could be a hell of a endeavor trying to get where you're going. So this morning, we're kind of doing what the hell ever.
This is fun. I like it.
Are you enjoying yourself, Ashley?
Yeah.
We're doing what the hell ever. We've been inspired this morning after a long conversation, a lot of talk about the mass amount of random items that Americans lost in their private areas, is how you say it. After a lot of talk about the random items that Americans lost in their private areas over the year of 2025, we had an official report from, what was it again, Josh?
Defector. But there's plenty of those out there.
Yeah, right. But it was from the Consumer Reports. It was all very official. After that conversation, including items that folks lost in their dirty bottoms, we got a request. Boogie in your butt. Eddie Murphy, the song from what? 1981, 1982?
82, maybe?
If I'm not mistaken, it came off a comedy record that Eddie released called Comedian.
I was 7 years old when this came out. I don't know what radio station my parents were listening to, but when that came on, I thought, this is the best song I've ever heard. So my inner 7-year-old is very excited for this.
I mean, I remember the record. Did you guys see the documentary yet that's out somewheres?
Yes.
You did watch
on Eddie Murphy, yes.
Ashley, Dana?
No, I haven't caught that one yet.
I forgot where it's being shown, but
Netflix? I guess I can't remember.
There's a new documentary, relatively new, on the career of Eddie Murphy, and it's very well done. It's not going to knock your socks off or anything, but it's very well done. I enjoyed it. You forget, briefly, how there was a stretch of time, about 7 or 8 years, he was absolutely everywhere all the time. He was the biggest star in the world. Check it out. Specifically, the hand puppets is what killed me.
The little man got me.
The little man. I don't recall the little man.
The lyric in the song.
I don't recall.
Yeah, when I was reading the lyrics, Josh.
It's right after some sand.
Yeah, that part stuck out to me, too.
Yeah.
When you watch the documentary, look for the hand puppets that I believe Eddie was gifted. One hand puppet is Bill Cosby, and the puppet looks exactly and dresses exactly like Bill Cosby. The other is, don't tell me, Richard Pryor. Looks exactly, dresses exactly like Richard Pryor. And Eddie makes them talk. Maybe I already made this statement on our program. I don't remember. But I would watch Eddie do Cosby versus Pryor with hand puppets. I would watch that for probably 10 consecutive hours. It is so funny. So funny. The Bill Cosby doll says, "I did not put the pills in the chocolate." And the Richard Pryor doll says, "Mother effer, you know you put the pills in the chocolate." So anyway, Boogie in your butt. Normally, we probably wouldn't bother. But during our mid-holiday season Goat Rodeo, end-of-the-year tribute broadcast celebration, why the hell not?
And if for some reason you have your kid in the car, they're going to love this song.
Let me tell you something. Yeah, I mean, this was the beginning of his career. So why the hell not? Coming up shortly, we are going to talk to Randy Shaver and Brad Ryder. But for now, enjoy Eddie Murphy. A little song called Boogie in Your Butt.
Caution, licensed music ahead. This part of the program has been edited.
The 93X Half-Ass Morning Show.
Well, hello to all my podcast friends out there. Dana here. And as always, we appreciate you taking the time to listen to our show. Let's be honest, there are way too many podcasts out there. But the fact that you take time to listen to ours means the world. And it's, of course, all brought to you by my friends at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, the best in the business. Just like podcasts, there are tons of HVAC companies out there, but Standard is the standard. And remember to get that furnace cranked on before it's too late. It's been colder than balls in Minnesota and only getting colder. Book appointments at standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com. Enjoy the show.
Family Matters amplifies the loudest and the proudest political voices in the black community today.
What's up, guys? I'm CJ Pearson. There's so many incredible perspectives here in the black community that you're going to hear from each and every week. This is exactly what the mainstream media was missing.
Because faith matters, country matters, and family matters.
And actually talk to the people at the forefront of this change in the community. And by the way, it's no small number. It's growing every single day. That's why this moment matters.
Family Matters with CJ Pearson. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Randy Shaver and Brad Ryder on the Half-Ass Morning Show.
Now they're going to take the TV timeout. We'll take it as well. 7 gone in the third. It's 3-2 Buffalo on the Philadelphia Flyers Broadcast Network. Pump it up, it up, it up, it up. While you're down there, would you mind blowing me?
I think we're still on the air, Tim. No, we're not, are we?
What in God's name happened there?
They were on the air. Uh-oh.
Let's welcome Randy Shaver and Brad Ryder to our mid-holiday season Goat Rodeo end-of-the-year tribute broadcast celebration. That's what this is, today and tomorrow. We welcome you boys back to the program. How you doing?
Great. Whose bright idea was it to work just 2 days in the week?
Well, that was our idea.
You guys picked a great day to drive into work.
We're not scared of jack squat, Brad Ryder. We drank before we got behind the wheel, too.
No, we did not.
We're not scared of this kind of thing like you are, Brad Ryder. We just let her, didn't we, Ashley? We let her buck.
Oh, yeah.
It was our idea to work 2 days.
Okay. Well, then I blame you.
You may leave whenever you feel like it, Randy Shaver.
Yeah, it's a free day if you want.
We talked about it earlier. Josh got bum rushed by every executive in the building last week, 2 weeks ago, whenever we were still working. 2 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
Before Christmas.
19th was the last day.
And they all cornered Cubby and said, why the hell are you guys working on the 29th and 30th? And Josh said, I don't know. Mind your friggin' business.
It just seemed like 2 whole weeks was a long time.
We used to take 2 smooth weeks off for Christmas and New Year's. But I got to admit, I kind of go friggin' stir crazy. So we figured, what the hell? We'll be the heroes that we are. Right? Half-Ass Morning Show stands for what, Josh?
Heroes always making sacrifices.
Right.
Okay.
We figured we'd work these 2 days because no one's in the building.
Sure.
That part's pretty cool.
And
I like the philosophy because then you get the 2 days back at some other point where you can take another long weekend.
I don't think we get that.
No, they're lost.
Yeah, you lose them. I mean, these are supposed to be vacation
well,
days.
That's
They're
your
gone.
own fault then.
I'll make sure we get them back. We'll get them back.
You got to manage your vacation days better.
But also, we thought it would be a good opportunity to do something a little different for a couple of days, and that is what we're doing. You guys, maybe you weren't listening yet. But
I heard you play some music.
We played Boogie in Your Butt by Eddie Murphy.
It's been a while since that's been on the radio.
Everybody's holiday favorite.
Right. We're using these last 2 days of 2025 on air, at least. We're using these last 2 days to pay tribute to 2 rock icons who left us, unfortunately, in 2025. We're playing a little Ozzy Osbourne, little Ace Frehley. We're just totally, loose and effing off and having fun.
Well,
I don't mind.
No, it's been fun.
It has been fun.
Ashley even said she's having fun earlier.
Yeah, and I never have fun.
No. She's not a person that has fun.
She never has fun.
Tell us all about your Christmas, boys. Everything go to plan? Everything okay?
Go ahead, Brad.
Everything was fine. We were just here. We did not travel. We Went to church on Christmas Eve, and we got up on Christmas morning and spent some time with our immediate family, the kids, and then we went to we always go to a movie on Christmas afternoon. So this year we went to Song Sung Blue, and was really good. And all I've been humming in my head the last 3 days is Neil Diamond songs.
Song Sung Blue, the movie about the life of Neil Diamond.
Yep.
Good show, huh?
It was a good show. I would recommend it. Yeah.
Oh, I'm jealous. I've always wanted to be one of those families that go to movies on Christmas.
You can start your own tradition.
Well, yeah.
Randy Shaver,
there you go.
Do you have plans to go see the Neil Diamond movie, Randy?
I've seen the previews of it. I'm not a big Neil Diamond fan, so I would say no.
You know, I never got dialed into that guy either.
I think it's about a Neil Diamond impersonator, though.
It is. I was about to say, you don't really need to be a huge fan of his to enjoy the movie. I mean, it helps, but I don't think you need to be a huge fan of his to enjoy the movie.
Oh, it's not really about Neil Diamond's life?
It's about...
It is. It's about a tribute. It's about a Neil Diamond tribute guy who does, and it's a real-life story. It's based on a real story. Like this actually happened.
Okay. I assumed just from watching the ads it was about the man's life. So there you go. Let's go back to, I'm glad you guys had a nice Christmas.
Did you have a nice birthday, Randy? You had a birthday over break as
Happy
well.
birthday.
I did. Thank you.
I hope the family treated you well.
Little 6'7". Yeah, it's all good.
Oh, that's fun.
You know what? I wish your grandkids were a little older so they could appreciate that.
Friggin' dick move, Randy Shaver.
That's great.
To bring that back into the mix.
Oh, man.
Let's get back to what we heard in our intro. So that's the Philadelphia Flyers radio broadcaster, a guy by the name of Tom something.
Tim Saunders.
Never heard of the. He made a blowjob joke live on the.
He sure did.
And they were suspended for 2 broadcasts for that.
Correct.
The other guy too?
Well, I know he was. I don't know. Maybe, sometimes the person that would be running the board can get in trouble.
Right.
Because they didn't turn the mic off.
Maybe it was his fault because he didn't turn the mic off.
Didn't turn the mic off.
Yeah, so I know that can happen. I don't know if that person was suspended as well,
Sure.
but I know that has happened before. Certainly.
Wait. So we could get Dana in trouble?
Oh,
yeah, please do.
You sure can.
So the dude says, we'll be right back on the Flyers radio network or whatever. He thinks the mics are dead. You hear some voice in the background, a female announcer saying, at the next Buffalo Sabres home game, come on down. Right? You hear like a female's voice. And he says, while you're at it, why don't you come over here and blow me? And he's still live on the radio.
And I like when they say, we're on the radio. Maybe we should play it again if you're just tuning in. But he starts laughing like, yeah, right.
Yeah, play it again.
And then realizes, we were on the air.
Now they're going to take the TV timeout. We'll take it as well. 7 gone in the third. It's 3-2 Buffalo on the Philadelphia Flyers broadcast network. Pump it up, it up, it up, it up. While you're down there, would you mind blowing me?
Yeah.
I think we're still on the air, Tim. No, we're not, are we?
Oh, I can't imagine how low his stomach sank.
That is the most nervous laughter I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, no kidding.
And the poor guy.
I like that too.
Wow, that's fascinating. That guy.
Ashley, you make those noises sometimes.
Yeah, I do. That's why
Like
I thought
that-
it was so adorable.
Yeah, like that exact same thing.
Yeah, especially
What noises?
like do 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 do.
Oh, you do?
But, especially when I'm recording commercials. Turn the mic on and I know it's working, but every single time before I start a commercial, if you listen to all the first 15 seconds, I go boop doo 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 doo.
Boy, I don't know. You know we have a lot of issues around here. It seems like I screw up when I record Nick's commercials every single time.
Oh,
Every
God.
Yeah,
I love that bit.
It's such a problem, Josh.
Do you want me to explain that bit?
Yeah.
Josh has the little soundboard in his hand, right? And he records me when I read commercials. And I read them. Go ahead, Cubby. Tell them flawlessly every time. One take, Nick.
It's incredible.
Oh, yeah,
honestly.
absolutely.
One take, Nick. There's never, ever a time where I have to record it twice. I never stammer. I never stutter. Not once. But anyway, as soon as I whip through it, Josh says something like, Okay, now that I've got those levels right, we can record your spot for real. And I fall for it every time.
You do fall for it every time. Sometimes I'll say, okay, is that how you want to do it when you record? Or I forgot to hit record.
What was the name of this Flyers announcer again? Tim
Saunders.
Do you think he got a sympathy telephone call from Bert Blyleven?
A few people probably in that same situation. You know, when you don't, Randy, you said it a long time ago. If you don't control your own microphone, always assume it's on. If you're ever in front of a mic, just assume it's on.
Oh, God. I'd like to say that I always follow that, but we don't.
No, we never do.
No. We talk a lot of trash. All right, it's our mid-holiday season Goat Rodeo, end-of-the-year tribute broadcast celebration. It's a laid-back vibe, boys. While we were talking hockey a little bit with that Flyers announcer screwing the pooch the way he did, the World Junior Hockey Tournament, everyone is psyched over this.
Yeah.
Have you felt the vibe?
I have not.
You have not felt the vibe.
Sorry, haven't paid attention.
Everyone is psyched.
Not either.
The World Junior Hockey Tournament. Team USA plays again tonight.
Okay.
Against
how are we doing?
Well, they beat the Germans. They beat the damn Swiss.
Okay.
Tonight they go up against the Slovaks. Jesse Ventura.
How long does this tournament
He's
run?
a Slovak.
Oh.
How long does this tournament go on?
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
About the 6th or 7th of January, I think.
Was that on purpose?
I really don't know. I'm just watching as I go when they get to the championship game. What'd you say, Josh?
I was
That
wondering
had to be, right?
if that was on purpose, if he did a 6-7 joke, too, if Brad did a 6-7 joke.
Was it a joke, Brad?
What? When I said the 6th or 7th, yeah.
Oh,
Sorry. It went over some people's
I'm still
heads.
not able.
I caught it.
I'm
I
not
liked
able
it.
to. I'm not following that bit.
All right, so how well are these games being attended? Does anybody know? Because I bought 2 tickets to the last game.
Well, when the U.S. is playing, they're sold out.
It was like $40.
I think you needed to buy. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, a listener. I think you had to buy a whole package of tickets. You couldn't just buy like individual game tickets. So a lot of these games between like the Slovaks and Germany at 10 a.m. in the morning that nobody probably cares about are technically sold out or close to sold out, but nobody's there.
I'm just going by what I've seen on television. It appears to me when the Americans are playing, they got a great crowd. When everyone else is playing, so far, there's 200 people there, which makes total sense. Would you buy a ticket to go see the Swiss take on Chechnya or something? No, I wouldn't either.
No, that's why they sell them in a package like that.
Yeah, tonight, when are you going, Josh?
No, it was for my son. I bought him, was it Sunday? I get the days mixed up since we were off.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Whatever
when.
day that was.
I saw him play the Germans and the Swiss. Tonight they play. Don't you remember that when Jesse Ventura was on The Tonight Show, I think? And I think it was Jay Leno asked him what his real name was, and he said, "My real last name is Janosch. I'm a Slovak." That's who the U.S. team plays tonight. Those friggin' big, bald, they're all former wrestlers. All of them are big and bald. They're all former wrestlers, the Slovak team. Maybe it's good we're going on vacation again after tomorrow because I had a lot of World Junior Tournament information, and it the state of hockey on your mother's ass. State of hockey, not only kiss my ass, but your mother's ass.
Yeah, I honestly didn't even know the tournament had started.
You knew it had started.
Everybody knows it started. Gambling man.
I didn't know Bob Motzko was the coach.
Bob Motzko, he's a Slovak.
I didn't realize that. Yeah, I didn't realize that either.
Bob Motzko looks like a thumb. Mm-hmm. The Pigs won an overtime game in Winnipeg over the weekend. Tonight they got to play a friggin' lame 9 o'clock game in Las Vegas. I'm getting more and more burned out on those 9 o'clock, 9:30 games. I can't do it anymore, Cubby. It just aggravates me before the game even begins.
I understand.
God, help us all.
Although
they're out there on the West Coast basically for the next 2 weeks while this
because of the tournament's
going on.
Yep.
Yeah.
A listener wants to know if there's been a lot of hot mamas spotted at the juniors tournament.
Oh, I'll bet.
Oh,
Yeah, I'd
there's
imagine
gotta
so.
be.
I don't know, dude. We're assuming there's hot mamas at these hockey games, yeah. What are the Vikings up to? What's the latest? Does it matter anymore? I stopped watching.
They're just out of the playoff picture.
I stopped watching.
That was
if they could just schedule one more game, they might have a chance to make the playoffs.
Well, they're going to go screw up their last place schedule for next year.
They've done that already.
They've won 4 in a row.
They're going to finish 9-8 because the Packers aren't going to play their regulars this week.
No, the Packers will go junior varsity. They'll go junior varsity.
The Vikings are going to win. They're going to finish 9-8, and they're not going to get their last place schedule.
Well, what the hell are they doing?
Yeah, because they need the Lions to lose to the Bears, and that'll likely although the Bears lost last night means that they can't get to the one seed.
The number 1 seed.
So they may back off this week and not play all their guys too. So, Detroit and the Vikings may end up tied at 9-8, but the Vikings have the tiebreaker. So they'll end up third place, and they'll have a third place schedule.
So they've blown this opportunity to have a last place schedule by going on this meaningless 4-game win streak, which is going to end up being a 5-game win streak.
Yep, pretty much.
And you guys are upset about it.
Well, I mean,
I wouldn't say I'm upset about it, but it doesn't really. It doesn't. I don't know.
No, I get it. You got the people who
builds momentum for. You can say it builds momentum for next year, but does it really?
I'm
realistically,
very pleased about it.
Yeah, realistically, Brad, they end up if they finish 9-8, they end up like a half game out of the playoffs, which is crazy,
right?
Because it never felt like that over the last basically 2
month
months.
and a half.
Ashley, you're upset about this winning streak?
No, I'm very pleased because now that Christmas passed, I can mention it on air. In October, I bought my husband tickets to the Vikings game against the Packers coming up.
This one coming up.
Yeah, so I'm glad they didn't just throw in the towel and completely stop playing or trying, because that would have sucked even more to take him to that game.
Well, that's one thing you can give them a little credit for. They are trying.
Sure.
They are trying. You can tell
They're
they
trying.
are. I mean, they haven't quit. So
it's nice to see smiles on the sidelines.
Yeah.
You worry about some of those players not wanting to come back.
Well, here's a listener who texted in to say, this win streak is in tribute to their owner who died, Dick Enrico.
That's too bad that he passed.
Yes.
I was sorry to hear that Dick Enrico passed.
I used to
been the owner of the ball club for I don't know how many years.
I've been starstruck seeing him out in person a couple times. I saw him at a boat show once, an auto show another time.
He looked like a very friendly guy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. People love the guy.
People did love the guy. I was sorry to hear about Dick.
85. Was he a good run? I think it was 85.
That's a hell.
Yeah,
that's a
that's
good
right.
one. Nobody made the Pro Bowl, huh? Not even our little.
He didn't make it.
No.
Didn't he win the
Not
fan
one
voting
person?
and didn't get in?
No one from the Vikings is playing in the Pro Bowl.
I think he won the fan voting, though, didn't he?
Oh, I have no idea.
That only counts for part of it, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, thank you to those that voted for
Our
him.
listeners did their best.
They did.
Yeah.
We knew our listeners would try to help our little
He got hosed.
Depot.
I agree.
He got hosed.
Yeah, it seemed like it was a lock. That's too bad.
So I haven't been watching the Vikings much since we were on vacation.
Not much to watch.
No.
Well, that defense was awesome, though. What did we end up with? 3 passing yards?
That's right.
And we still won the game?
Yeah.
That's right. Max Brosmer started their last game against whoever the hell that was.
It's a struggle.
Who were they playing? Detroit?
Lions.
The Lions, yeah.
And
The
Josh
Lions,
is right.
The Lions.
Josh is right. Because of all the quarterback sacks and this and that, and Max Brosner only went 9 of 16 for 51 yards. With the quarterback sacks added in, it resulted in the Vikings netting just 3 total passing yards for the game, and they won the friggin' ball game.
Yeah.
That's probably never happened before.
And won by double digits.
That's unbelievable. All right, yesterday in the National Football League, what still matters here?
There's some good games coming up.
Let me tell you what happened yesterday. Here's a couple of teams with good records. Houston beat the Los Angeles Chargers. Baltimore beat the piss out of Green Bay. Jacksonville beat Indianapolis. Does that mean that Phil and the Colts,
they're done.
River,
Yeah, he won't play. I think he left the organization this week.
I saw him on television yesterday for a few minutes. It looked great seeing Phil out there playing for the Colts. Philadelphia beat Buffalo by a point. San Francisco beat Chicago by a few points.
Great game.
New England beat the living hell out of the. So what do we got coming up?
Well, first of all, Drake May should win the MVP.
I'll go along with it.
I mean, Stafford has had a nice year, but not like Drake May. So Drake May deserves to be the MVP. I hope he ends up winning. He was phenomenal yesterday. He's had an incredible year. What a turnaround. You know, there are 3 teams that had last place schedules and ended up making the playoffs and winning divisions. The Patriots, the Jags, and the Bears, which is pretty amazing.
Point a little bit.
What's that? To our point, a little bit.
To our point, a little bit about the last place schedule.
Sure.
Yeah. Now, those teams actually, Brad, had worse records, though. I mean, Jacksonville won only 3 or 4 games last year, and they end up with 12 wins at this point right now. Patriots are 13-3. So, yeah, pretty phenomenal turnarounds in those 3 places. So I think the playoffs are fascinating because the 1 seeds are still up for grabs.
Okay. Yeah, see, normally we would talk about this on a Thursday or Friday. Maybe it's too soon to ask you, but I was going to ask, what are the dramatic storylines going into the final week? Who's hanging by a thread and all that?
So there are 3 games that will determine playoff positions.
Okay.
Carolina and Tampa play each other. One of them, I mean, they could end up with losing records to make the playoffs. That's possible.
That'd be fun.
Yep. Seattle and San Francisco, I believe, close out. And the winner of that game will be the number 1 seed. So that game will determine a ton of stuff.
Okay.
And Pittsburgh and Baltimore will play the last game of the schedule on Sunday night this week. The Steelers win. Whoever wins is in. So the Ravens have battled their way back to be in a position to actually make the playoffs if they can beat the Steelers on Sunday night. So there are 3 games that will determine.
All right.
And then Denver and the Patriots are battling for the 1 seed in the AFC.
Gotcha.
Not playing each other.
It's funny you bring up the Steelers. I love this headline that I read earlier this morning. Privacy advocate Karen Rogers made sure that news camera crews were present when he gifted each of his offensive linemen $20,000 for Christmas. And it's just hilarious because a couple weeks ago, a month ago, I don't know when it was, Josh, Karen Rogers made some complaint about how cameras are always following him around, and he's a very private person. He doesn't appreciate this paparazzi being around him. I mean, he understands, yeah, he's a big deal, but he doesn't appreciate all these cameras, but he made sure they were there when he gifted his offensive linemen their Christmas gifts.
That is
hilarious.
pretty funny.
Such a joke.
What a bag of dicks.
Oh, what are you guys doing here? Since you're here, I'm giving these guys a bunch of side-by-sides.
Yeah, CNN, come on in. Everybody come in. Watch me be wonderful here for a few minutes. You mentioned something about Matthew Stafford. Now, this was a few days ago. The Rams played somebody, and they lost 38-37. Seattle.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
Great comeback by Sam Darnold in that game.
Was that a week ago? 2 weeks?
Week ago Thursday.
Okay.
Seattle was dead, and they won that game. It's amazing.
Matthew Stafford, quarterback for the Los Angeles Rams. He comes home after losing that game to Seattle, and he has to come home to his entire family covered in lice.
Oh no! He's got all girls, right? In his family.
Shave the heads.
He's got like 4 daughters.
There was a lice outbreak at the house while he was playing ball.
Oh,
we had that a couple times. Well, when I was kids too, but as married, and my wife nearly burned up for whatever reason. Any bug, any of that kind of stuff doesn't bother her, but lice freak her out.
Yeah, that's
Does not bother me at all.
They freak
as
me out.
Somebody who has no hair, didn't care whatsoever. But yeah, she wanted to burn the house down.
Everybody at the house when Stafford gets back after a ball game, everyone there's got head lice.
I'm assuming he went to a hotel.
I'm not sure where he went. Probably the Side Actions house or something. His wife was tweeting about it. She tweeted, "So many bugs, so many eggs."
I remember how bad that shampoo smells. That specialized shampoo you have to use is terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we had a head lice outbreak at the house when I was a kid. I just don't remember anything about it. I remember that our grade school bus driver was covered in lice. And we let him know. We let him know.
The last thing you'd want to bring into a locker room during a playoff push.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Playoff bush?
That's why.
Where they grow it out for the playoffs?
No, I'm just saying you don't want to bring the lice outbreak into the locker room.
Yeah. Head lice everywhere. It's terrible. I think it says here that his wife was checking his scalp before he went to work.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
Can you see him, Josh?
Yeah, I mean, the eggs.
Oh.
I know you look for the eggs. That's easier to see.
Gosh, that makes me nauseous.
How about this, too? A NFL cornerback, Trayvon Diggs, Dallas Cowboys. Apparently he made a comeback here to the ball club after being sidelined much of the year with a concussion. It says here he suffered the concussion, not on the ball field. He was trying to put a television up in his home, and the TV
fell on him?
Yep.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
Trying to put a television up on the wall, and the TV and the mount fell on his head.
First of all, why are you doing that yourself? You should be hiring the guy to do that.
Well, he does regret that.
Yeah.
He says he regrets trying to be a handyman.
In the video he posted, he was watching Bad Santa. He was in the Christmas spirit. You guys like Bad Santa?
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah,
Never saw it.
That's a movie you would either really like or really hate. I don't know which way you'd go on it.
You ever put one of those big old mounts up on the wall and the whole thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was a pole mount from the ceiling, so it just popped right out of the ceiling.
Oh, that
my
makes
gosh.
more sense.
TV and the mount landed right on top of his skull.
Ouch.
And they gave him a concussion. That reminds me of when this is one of the most fun conversations I ever had. I was mounting a television on the wall at my home, and I needed some of those lag bolts, Josh. So I went off to the Home Depot, I believe. Massive store, as you guys know, and I just didn't really feel like walking around too much. So I walked straight up to this teenage kid who was wearing his little vest, right?
Yeah.
That indicated to me that he worked there. And he did. And I walked up to the kid and I said, hey, man, I'm looking for some lag bolts. Can you tell me what aisle I should go to? And he said, man, I don't even know what the F that means. He didn't know about lag bolts. So I said, okay, cool. And I went and found it myself. This is a big story. The Kansas City Chiefs, they've announced they're moving from Arrowhead Stadium in Missouri to a new domed stadium in the state of Kansas.
Wow.
Does that mean anything to you?
It does, yeah. That's the end of an era. First of all, I was reading about this. They're getting an incredible deal to move. That's why.
Yeah.
Everything's paid for. And they make money off the stadium. So the organization is basically set for the future because of this. But can you imagine Kansas City playing indoors?
Yeah, it's kind of odd.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah, I mean,
They have such a great stadium, such an outdoor. I have friends that go down there and tailgate, and they say it's just amazing. And I've been there, I think, once to watch a Vikings game a long time ago. It's an amazing place. But
How many clubs play outdoors now compared to how many play indoors or in a stadium with the option to be indoor?
I
Because,
don't know that.
when I was a kid, it was just Detroit and Houston. And New Orleans. Okay, that's 3.
It might be about 10.
Is it getting up that high already?
Well,
Yeah,
is Buffalo going inside?
No, they're not.
Okay. All right.
I mean, you've got the Rams are inside of the option, the Raiders.
Rams and
Seattle,
Chargers, yeah.
Not Seattle, I'm sorry. the Vikings and Dallas, and yeah, you can probably name about 10 of them.
God dang. Oh, man. PJ Fleck cannot be beat.
Throw the bus, game on, and go Gophers, Big Ten Network.
All he does is win.
Lindsey on third down, looking that way, back in the end zone. What a diving catch by Smith! Unreal to win it for Minnesota.
You can't beat PJ when it counts. He's a winner. Deal with it.
Our guys stayed true to the game plan. They never gave up, never quit. No such thing as momentum. They had all the momentum in the world, and we still found a way to win. And just proud of our guys.
I love that guy. They beat somebody a few days ago. I forget who it was.
New Mexico.
And it was very dramatic and beautiful the way they.
Overtime.
What a great catch!
Yep.
What a great catch! Let's see here.
College football is so funny because the Gophers. I mean, on social media, they announced that they've re-signed and they're coming back. It's like they're in a professional league. All these players.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
I thought that was just wonderful.
Yeah, it was a big win. They've won 9 straight bowl games.
I'm telling you. And who's been the coach that entire run of?
Your boy.
That's right.
Throw the bus, game on, and go Gophers, Big Ten Network.
8-5.
Today, I think I have this right. Today, you can go ahead and enjoy the Birmingham Bowl.
Well, what are we still doing here?
we
got to get to the bar.
This is the warm-up for it.
It's Georgia Southern University versus Appalachian State, 2 o'clock ESPN from Protective Stadium in Birmingham, Alabama.
Those two teams don't like each other.
No. Bad blood.
The Wolves played terribly Saturday night and lost at home to Brooklyn. They'll try to get right tonight playing at the Chicago Bulls.
Maybe they can pick up Kobe White on the way out.
Steal him out of the locker room?
Yeah.
And they played terribly.
Well, this Wolves team is just they're not inspiring, are they? Am I missing something? I've watched the last couple of games.
They go through stretches where you watch them and they're like, how can they lose when they play like that? But then they're just in reverse in the same game.
From a guy who watches every single game.
Yeah,
I was going to say that Denver game is a microcosm of that. They played like horse dung for about 3 quarters, and then they decide to turn it on the last 6 or 8 minutes, and you're like, wow, where was this? And yeah.
From a guy who watches every game, Randy Shaver, I don't know if I'd call them inspiring. I'd just say I think their problems stem from a lack of motivation.
Yeah. But I'm sure every NBA team goes through the lack of motivation,
Sure.
right?
Sure.
Seasons long.
Yeah.
That's why you see players always doing the rest stuff and everything. But still, I mean, if you want to be one of the top teams, one of the best teams, you've got to be consistent. You've got to play consistently.
Here's our problem, Nick, and that's what we've identified it, and I think their front office knows too. They don't have a mature point guard. I mean, Mike Conley's a mature point guard, but he's not the 28-year-old Mike Conley anymore. They need a point guard. They need a mature point guard that can run the offense. And obviously Anthony Edwards once in a while is out there running it, but you need him off the ball.
Yes,
to create stuff off the ball.
I don't like Edwards as a point guard.
No.
But Randy Shaver, if I was to make a complaint and try to figure out what hurts this team, it seems like more often than not, they kind of come out a little lackluster.
Yeah.
The effort isn't there right away. You see the effort in the fourth quarter. By God, they're running around like their jock straps are on fire. But early in ball games, I think they get complacent and they get lazy and they turn the ball over. It's a matter of motivation. We'll see how they look tonight in Chicago.
And they come out at halftime like they did against Brooklyn, and they get their butts beat in the third quarter and dig a hole, and they can't get out. It's just
that's why you need a established veteran type point guard on this,
and a better bench, which is
yes.
You know, they've drafted some decent players. Dillingham, they picked up Bones Highland. Leonard Miller's on their roster. Naz Reid's a really good player, but their bench is just not they just don't get a pick-me-up from that bench on a consistent basis.
Yeah, Nas didn't have a good game against Brooklyn. I bet this was the most boring 55 points you could ever watch scored in the history of the National Basketball Association. Kawhi Leonard scored 55 points last night for the Los Angeles. I bet you when it was over, people that were there said, oh, I figured he had 19 or 20.
He was laughing all the way to the bank, Josh.
Don't do that.
Was he? Okay.
Don't do it.
I might have audio of that.
I think he was laughing all the way to the bank, Josh.
Hold on. Let's see. Maybe I have.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Like I said, he was laughing all the way to the bank.
You got to give a guy a minute. He's
Sorry,
got seven.
I have something else loaded. So
7 computers. He's got a woman in his lap. Who is this lady that's been sitting in your lap?
I don't even know. But I don't know what to do with her.
I mean, I like this, Goat Rodeo mid-holiday season, end-of-the-year tribute broadcast celebration, but you having a random woman in your lap while we're trying to talk sports is a little unnerving.
Plus, she's been dead for a long time.
Oh, my God.
No.
Oh, my God.
Getting gross.
But you've been brushing her hair.
I don't know what to do in this situation.
How long has she been dead?
At least an hour.
Golden Gopher basketball plays a game at home tonight against the almighty Knights of Farley Dickinson University.
Yes.
That's nothing to laugh about.
No.
Tonight's game with Farley Dickinson is no laughing matter, Kawhi Leonard. New Jersey, I think. I think that's where Farley Dickinson University is.
I'll believe you.
Does anyone want to look that up for me?
You can't keep saying Dickinson without Kawhi laughing.
Farley. See, ain't nothing there. Dickinson. I think they're in New Jersey.
Oh, man.
It's in Teaneck, New Jersey, by the way.
What's the name of the town?
Teaneck.
Oh, that's funny right there. Peanut. It sounds like penis.
Teaneck.
I know what you said.
Okay.
But LeVar, what's his name again? The guy with the laugh.
Kawhi?
Kawhi.
Kawhi.
Yeah, it's close enough to penis for him. He finds it funny. Well, there you go. It is our Goat Rodeo 2-day broadcast. Who gives a bump if we end a little early, right, Randy and Brad?
It's up to you. You're the boss. You're driving the bus.
Well, what didn't I cover? Is there anything that I missed?
Let me look at our thing.
You guys didn't. You
I don't think you talked about the World Junior Tournament.
I did, and you guys didn't care. I brought up the World Junior Hockey Tournament, and you guys didn't care at all. Dana didn't even know the tournament had started.
That's what he claimed.
If I did, I forgot. When you brought it up, I was like, oh, yeah, I guess that's still happening, huh?
We didn't talk about Snoop Dogg at halftime.
Oh, that was good.
That was good.
Didn't
That
see.
was good.
What did he do? What happened?
I didn't. He performed. I didn't have much expectations one way or the other. No offense to Snoop Dogg, but
Well, then they had Lady Wilson. That was awesome.
Yeah, he looked cute in his little coat.
Lady Wilson.
Laney Wilson.
Laney Wilson. All right, he performed at the halftime show for the Vikings game.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That's right. Well, I watched like 30 seconds of it. Someone said, where do you suppose he goes after this? When they saw him performing there at with the new Metrodome, where do you suppose he goes for the rest of the night? I said he's got to go to the Boom Boom Room.
I would think so. He's over at Wings. He's probably still there.
Or is he just, you think he's at a point now where he's had so much ass it doesn't even appeal to him?
Yeah.
He's
a
was
great
back in L.A. before the end of the Vikings game.
Yeah, he was on his private jet.
See, somebody did say, I bet he gets on an airplane, gets the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. He's been to the Boom Boom Room in every city in the world.
He's off to Italy here soon for the Olympics.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he does that.
He's working for NBC. He's everywhere.
He's going to be our guy at the Olympics.
Yeah, that's in a couple of weeks.
I'll tell you what. That's right. Well, that's just wonderful. All right, boys. Appreciate it.
Well, I'm
Brad,
glad you got me out of bed this morning. Thanks so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You had a good time, didn't you?
It was fun.
You don't have to come on tomorrow.
At least you didn't have to drive in.
Yeah, what
exactly.
the hell?
You're right,
all we
Brad.
ask you to do is get out of bed with a hard-on in your friggin' boxer shorts, move over to a desk and push a button.
Oh, man. It's hard. It's not easy anymore. It used to be so easy.
This lady died, Randy. You've got nothing to complain about. She's dead and on my lap.
All right, we'll talk to you later. Brad, we won't talk to you, so have a wonderful New Year's Eve.
I will. We'll see you.
Randy, if we can get you out of bed, we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Sounds good.
All right, we'll be back with more here in a few minutes on the Programski.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
All right, this has been fun. I hope our listeners dig the vibe of day one of our mid-holiday season Goat Rodeo end-of-the-year tribute broadcast celebration here on the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. Today and tomorrow, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing around here, Cubby. We kind of said F it and F you and thought, you know what? We had a chance to stay home. We didn't even have to be here this morning. We were offered the chance to stay home, but we wanted to come in just for the hell of it. Of course, it's a chance to check in with our listening audience, and we appreciate all the text messages coming in. Luther Bloomington Kia text line, 651-989-9393. It's wonderful to hear how many of you are out there during a time of year when a lot of folks, be honest, a lot of folks are sleeping in this morning. They don't got to be anywhere. So it's been a great opportunity to check back in with our listeners after a week off. We took this opportunity to do something a little different with today's broadcast and tomorrow's too. We're just effing around. We're loose with the times. We're doing whatever. Part of the Goat Rodeo end-of-the-year tribute broadcast celebration involves recognizing a couple of our favorite rock gods who left us in the year of 20 and 25. We wanted a chance to recognize them before the year closes out. Specifically, we're talking about Ozzy Osbourne and Ace Frehley. Earlier, we played some Ozzy. We played Fire in the Sky. And we've got Ace coming up in just a minute. I think you're going to find this really interesting, and this might be a radio first. So, another icon died in 20 and 25. Not necessarily from the world of hard rock or heavy metal. Hulk Hogan passed in the year of 2025, not long after he visited our studios for a conversation live on the radio. So here's what we're going to do in a minute. We're going to do 3 songs, back to back to back. We almost never play, more than 2 in a day, right, Josh?
Yeah, one early, one late.
Here's what we had planned, and this was Cubby's idea when you throw in the Hulk Hogan element. At the ass end of this 3-song set, Josh said, why the F don't we play I Am a Real American for the Hulk Hogan fans out there? Sung by a rock star who died quite recently, Rick Derringer. So it all kind of comes together, doesn't it, Josh?
Yeah, it works out pretty well. I mean, do you say that about 2 people that died?
Well, under the circumstances, we're able to pay tribute to those 2 gentlemen on today's broadcast. And we'll do some more of this tomorrow. Ozzy and Ace, some other 80s rock bands thrown in just for the hell of it. So here's what we got coming up. I want to talk about the first track we're going to play, which will be today's tribute to Ace Frehley. We're going to play Let Me Go Rock and Roll off of the Kiss Alive record from 1975. The studio version sounds like garbage from the Hotter Than Hell record. And they add in the live version, they add, a live twist to the song and they extend it out a little bit. But the reason why I wanted to play this song in particular in tribute to Ace is because he has 4 or 5 guitar solos somewheres in this live song. And it really shows off the unique abilities of Ace Frehley. He was such a unique character, and I just thought this would be the perfect song to show what Ace could do when he was at his best. So we're going to start with Let Me Go Rock and Roll, and when we wrap it up, we're going to go with Rick Derringer in a tribute to Hulk Hogan. We're going to play Rick Derringer. I mean, I think when we play I Am a Real American, this is going to bring a lot of guys back to when they were like 5 years old or something. Is that the song you associate with Hulk Hogan, Dana?
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Does it? I don't.
We should. I want to watch the video as we play the song.
I forgot there was a video.
I mean, it's odd, but I'm a 54-year-old man. When I hear that intro, I still get chills.
It makes you want to run through a wall.
Yeah. So I think this is pretty unique, this 3-song set. We're starting with, God rest the soul of Ace Frehley, we're starting with Let Me Go Rock and Roll right here on a Half-Ass Morning Show.
The following portion of the program has been edited to remove licensed music.
The 93X Half-Ass Morning Show.
Well, hello to all my podcast friends out there. Dana here. And as always, we appreciate you taking the time to listen to our show. Let's be honest, there are way too many podcasts out there. But the fact that you take time to listen to ours means the world. And it's, of course, all brought to you by my friends at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, the best in the business. Just like podcasts, there are tons of HVAC companies out there, but Standard is the standard. And remember to get that furnace cranked on before it's too late. It's been colder than balls in Minnesota and only getting colder. Book appointments at standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com. Enjoy the show.
Get ready for The Rush with Max Crosby.
You already know what time it is.
All-pro defensive end Max Crosby takes you beyond the field with exclusive insights, real stories from inside the locker room.
You could literally see us laughing, kind of chirping back and forth.
This is The Rush. Buckle up.
We talk about The Rush on The Rush all the time.
Don't miss the behind-the-scenes moments and interviews everyone's talking about.
We appreciate you guys. We're going to keep feeding you all the content.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Here we go.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Yeah, there you go. We're getting towards the ass end of things here. I heard something in there about backtracks. Believe it or not, we are live. It's December 29th, 20 and 25.
Yeah, when I heard that, I thought, am I having a very strange dream? It seems like we're at work.
Did you think
now.
maybe for a minute or two you were dead?
I did.
I thought maybe I was dead. We're getting
Out-of-body
towards.
experience.
We'll be back tomorrow with part 2 of our mid-holiday season GOAT Rodeo end-of-the-year tribute broadcast celebration. Thanks, everyone. Hope you're enjoying a little change of pace so far, which is what we meant to do.
Very nice hearing from you this morning. We weren't sure if anybody'd be listening at all, so we appreciate you joining us.
Exactly. We played I Am a Real American by Rick Derringer in tribute to the passing of Hulk Hogan this year and the passing of Rick Derringer. Ironically enough, the two men died in the same year. We played Boogie in Your Butt by Eddie Murphy. He's fine. Don't get nervous. Eddie Murphy's fine. But my point is, effing around can be a hell of a lot of fun. Hell of a lot of fun. We're pert near the end of a quarter century, Josh. Does that knock your D in the dirt to hear something like that?
Yeah, 2025. So what do we got? Just a couple days left.
Right.
I thought I was going to die in 2025 when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we were having a conversation about, when do you think you'll die? And I thought, 2025, I'm going to be 50. At the time, I thought 50 was basically the end of your life. So if I can make it until 2026, I've exceeded my expectations, and I can die a happy man anytime after the first.
Yeah, you're playing with house money at that point.
Not really a happy man. I will die a man. And not even really a man.
No, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, what?
A quarter century is about ready to come to a close. And you know those shady sumbitches that spend all day long on social media?
Yep.
They've been talking about the things they can't believe are now 25 years old.
There's movies like that where I'll look at the date of a movie and think, my God, that was 20 years ago or 25 years ago.
35, 40.
Doesn't seem right.
Yeah, thinking back to the year 2000. Wasn't that a comedy bit on somebody's television?
Conan, yeah.
The year 2000. I mean, you know how it is. Some of this feels like it was yesterday. Some of it feels like 1,000 years ago. It depends. But yeah, we're closing it out. Here are some of the things that people are saying it blows their mind to think that they are 25 years old. One of them being the iPod.
That was a game changer.
Not even around anymore.
No. Oh, is that a factor? There's no such thing as an iPod anymore? If I remember right, I think I was gifted one, and I couldn't figure it out, so I put it away.
I had an iPod Shuffle. I absolutely loved that thing. And then my friend had an iPod Touch. Oh, she was so cool.
I thought they were stupid until I was given one for my birthday. And I realized, I'm kind of like, well, why would I have this when I have suitcases full of CDs? And I couldn't believe how cool it was. I really thought, what a dumb thing until someone gave me one for my birthday.
So what if, being somebody who wasn't dialed into this at all, what happened? Just something new was made that made the iPod irrelevant?
Well, you have your iPhone now, so everything's, all the music's right on there, all the
everyone
smartphones, yep.
listens on their phone. Okay.
Yep.
Well, because I remember in college, I was in college in 2004, and when I would leave my dorm room, I would make sure I had my iPod, I'd make sure I had my phone, and then sometimes I was going out for the night, my digital camera, so I could take pictures. And now those are all combined into one thing.
Yeah, your computer's also in your phone.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So the iPod.
I remember my iPod. It was probably as thick as the Bible. It was the first version. It was so
big. It was like a brick.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been pretty skinny after a while. But yeah, those first ones, you could kill a man with it.
So then the iPod did not live to be 25.
No, I think it was maybe 20 or maybe 21.
But 25 years ago was when it became a thing. The PlayStation 2 is 25 years old.
Still got one of those at home?
They call it here the best-selling console ever.
It's the best.
And many of them are still running.
Mm-hmm. It was huge at the
I
time
still play
because
it.
it was the first video game system that doubled as a DVD player. So somebody could, kill two birds with one stone by just getting a PlayStation 2.
That's why I got
didn't
one.
remember that part.
I was never a big gamer, but I thought, I could do both. If I want to play a game, I can do that. Just throw some Madden on there or then throw in the Notebook.
I had a PlayStation 2, absolutely. I remember that. You could play some of your favorite porno movies. I guess people are, for some reason, wowed or amazed that the movie Gladiator is 25 years old.
Might be on top of people's minds just because the second one came out about a year or so ago recently.
Oh.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was watching How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Jim Carrey one over Christmas, and that's the one that stood out. I'm like, that movie's 25 years old? I couldn't believe it.
Let me get through the rest of the movies that are mentioned here because that's kind of interesting. A lot of what's noted in this report are products, but some of it is entertainment related. So other than Gladiator, people are thrown by the idea that the Final Destination movie series is officially 25 years old, and they just released one, around Halloween?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still kicking.
And
that doesn't surprise me, really.
So how many?
That feels old.
How many have they made now?
Like 7?
And you saw the most recent one, Ashley, didn't
Yes,
you?
I did.
You thought it was a lot of fun.
I liked it, yep.
They are fun. Survivor, the television show. So is that still a thing?
Yeah. They're about to do season 50.
All right, that needs to stop. That's too much.
Never saw it, but that's the show. We covered this recently. You tried to become a contestant many times, Dana?
Yeah, I submitted audition videos a few times in my day.
50 seasons and you've never been picked.
That's a lot of times to be shot down.
When you put it like that, it reminds me of being single, actually.
Last guy picked for gym class floor hockey, that kind of a thing.
Hey, I got a buddy who he tried out a few times.
Yeah, I've talked to him about it a few times.
Okay, they call it reality TV's blueprint.
It was kind of the first one that really kind of, made the blueprint of competition reality shows.
I watched the first season. My girlfriend was into it. I couldn't get into it. I didn't really like it too much.
Here's another television show noted for surviving, no pun intended, 25 years. You guys will have to tell me, never saw it. Is it still a thing? Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Just ended.
Oh, yeah, so good.
It just came to a close?
Yeah, was it last year or the year before? Can't remember.
So here's what is mentioned along with the show's title, Curb Your Enthusiasm. Social anxiety weaponized and somehow timeless.
Yeah. If you're somebody who gets uncomfortable in awkward situations, it's not a show for you.
The first couple episodes I watched it and I thought, how does anybody like this show? This guy is just such a curmudgeon. He's such a jerk. And then I realized I love everything about it.
Yeah, same here, Josh.
At first I didn't get it. I'm glad I stuck with it.
He's pretty good.
It went 25 years. It just ended, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a show that did not make it 25 years, as far as I know. I grew to really love it on Josh's recommendation. I think he finally talked me into watching this show 8 or 10 years ago, and now I do still try to catch it when I can, and that's Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh, that is so
good.
great.
Love everything about that
Such a
show.
classic.
Every single character is perfect in that program.
Yep.
The new episodes come out in April.
New episodes.
I hope they don't
I'm a little
ruin
scared of that, yeah.
You always are, right?
Yeah, of course.
New episodes with
Yeah.
the same cast?
Except
Everybody
for
but
Dewey.
Dewey.
Dewey's busy.
He doesn't want to act
Yeah,
anymore.
he said nope.
Well, I mean, yeah, I think I read about Dewey, the character. He's a brilliant scientist or something. Is that the liquor talking?
I'm not sure.
I know he's got a real job. I don't know what he does, but he just doesn't really want to be in the limelight.
Okay.
I'm excited to see what they do with his character, what they, say he's up to.
They kill him off in the first.
Yeah, something
hit by a
tragic.
garbage truck.
Just starts off depressing.
Like Fuller House. My kids watched that. With Full House, the Olsen twins. They never came back, and they made some funny references to them being too busy.
I liked that.
All right, we're rolling through a report here on the items that are 25 years old. And some folks are either thrown by their staying power or just thinking back to when, in the year 2000, they made their original impact. Napster.
Oh, yes.
I never got into Napster.
Oh, I sure did.
Music piracy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, mine was LimeWire.
Yeah, LimeWire came out. Once Napster shut down, then it became Kazaa and LimeWire. Were the other two that you could get some nasty viruses on the family computer.
That's all I think about with those.
I just ruined my parents' computer.
That's what I've heard about those.
And when it first came out, my parents aren't very technologically savvy, so we still had the 56K dial-up modem, So the internet wasn't very fast. So where my friends had the fast internet, it would take them 30 seconds to download a song. It would take me about 3 hours. And if it got interrupted in the middle, had to start over.
Oh, if it got interrupted, dude.
I remember the original hubbub. I remember the Metallica thing.
Well, that was divisive, wasn't it? People started to hate Metallica over that.
But that's about all I remember from Napster because it wasn't a problem for very long, correct? It kind of came and went.
Seemed that way.
PayPal is 25 years old.
Oh, that makes sense. I use the heck out of PayPal.
Mm-hmm.
Bluetooth is 25 years old.
Oh, wow.
I never could have guessed that.
Love me some Bluetooth.
Bluetooth?
Gosh, but that can be really frustrating if it isn't set up yet.
It's not connecting.
My gosh. All right. Well, let me punch in 5 different codes.
I'm proud to say I still haven't gotten involved. The emoji is 25 years old.
Wow.
Interesting to read that. I never would have. I would have said emojis came around 10 years ago or something.
They've come a long way from when you wanted to do a winky face. You'd hit the semicolon and then a dash and then the parenthesis to make the smile.
I still like to use that.
I like when people make wieners out of, that kind of that kind of thing.
People make wieners?
Oh, and sometimes they can be completing. I mean, sure, you got a lot of talent.
You take an
in
emoji.
The wiener community.
You combine emojis and make it into a wiener.
Not emojis, just like keys, or I guess.
Yeah, you use a C, and then you use a bunch of equal symbols, and then you use a B at the end.
And you enjoy that, Josh?
Very much so, yes.
The Nokia 3310 is 25 years old, or at least it was developed 25 years ago. It says here the indestructible phone that gave us the Snake game.
Oh, yeah. Snake was huge.
I remember that.
I must have had that telephone because
did.
I remember playing the Snake game. The song Oops by Damn, I Went Ahead and Did It Again by Britney Spears is 25 years old. I remember that.
Was she even 25 years old when that came out?
No,
That's what I
she
was wondering.
18 or a 19-year-old. Oh, no, wait a minute. I'm thinking of, what was her first hit single?
Hit Me Baby One More Time.
Right. I was mistaken. Oops, I Did It Again. Maybe she was 20, 21. She had that red jumpsuit.
Mm-hmm.
I remember watching the video quite fondly. I skipped this when I was lumping in the movies. The X-Men movie franchise is 25 years old. Still a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching those.
Still cranking out X-Men movies, Josh? Do you have a favorite? Do you have any comments on the X-Men?
I never was really into X-Men too much.
And then apparently DVD.
I mean, Wolverine is sweet.
Yeah, he's
You like
Yeah,
that?
did you see the last Deadpool movie?
No.
That was great. That was so funny.
And finally, DVDs became mainstream 25 years ago.
When I worked at Blockbuster, and it was at that point, 2004 was mostly DVDs. We'd get, a couple VHS copies for certain big movies. But the old people, man, they would get pissed off at us for not having more VHS tapes.
Oh, I bet.
Oh.
Anytime a technology changes, you're like, great, now I got to buy this stuff.
And they're yelling at me as if it was like my choice for
believe
corporate Blockbuster to stop carrying as many VHS tapes.
I believe my twin brother, still his only mode of watching a movie is on a VCR.
What in the world?
Do you guys remember laser discs at all?
Yes.
No, what is that?
My uncle had a laser disc player, and I thought it was the coolest thing in the world.
That was like the epitome of being rich. You knew somebody was rich if they had a laser disc player.
Oh, yeah, we used to call him Uncle Wallet.
Oh, yeah.
He had a laser disc was like a CD, basically, Ashley, or a DVD, I should say, except it was the size of a record.
Oh,
Yeah.
why?
gigantic.
I
What was
remember-
the point of that?
I'm not sure. I think it was just better overall video
Could store
and audio.
more on it, I think.
I remember seeing it, and it was gone as quick as it showed up.
Oh, yeah, that didn't last too long. Just like, what was it called? HD video or HD Mac? I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, there's Blu-ray and HD DVD, and it was kind
That's
of
what
a
it
war
was.
between which two was going to win out, and it ended up being the Blu-ray.
I heard like what pushes you over the top is if you have porn. Who's ever the first to get porn on the platform? That's the one that's going to sell better. I don't know if it's true, but I had a guy that worked for Toshiba told me that that's kind of what you want to do. Because Toshiba was a big backer of HD DVD, and obviously that didn't work out.
Needed more porn.
I guess so.
A quarter century. We're about ready to put a lid on a quarter century, so brace yourselves. We'll be back tomorrow morning, Cubby.
Before we go, shout out to Maintenance Lord Jesus from Officer Nasty Jesus. Best of luck and congratulations to Jacob. He's leaving for basic training this afternoon from his proud dad, Bangin' Dents, Not Chicks Jesus. Thanks for listening to a man who's enjoying a high in the 80s today, Arizona Gunsmith Jesus. And on the opposite end, to a man who had to clear a 4-foot-tall, 150-foot snowdrift just to get his squad out, School Cop Jesus. Appreciate you listening. Happy belated 4th to Addison from Dad, not the Rams QB Jesus. Happy 13th to Caleb, a.k.a. Boogie, from his dad, Tinner Jesus. Happy birthday to Sanitation Relocation Engineer Jesus, hitting the speed limit, turning 55 today. And happy birthday to Big Blue Mechanic Jesus from Has to Poop in Fleet Farm Jesus.
The 93X Half-Ass Morning Show.
Well, hello to all my podcast friends out there. Dana here. And as always, we appreciate you taking the time to listen to our show. Let's be honest, there are way too many podcasts out there. But the fact that you take time to listen to ours means the world. And it's, of course, all brought to you by my friends at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, the best in the business. Just like podcasts, there are tons of HVAC companies out there, but Standard is the standard. And remember to get that furnace cranked on before it's too late. It's been colder than balls in Minnesota and only getting colder. Book appointments at standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com. Enjoy the show.